Wonderful.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. It's me, Maxi, your navigator. Hi, Dallas. Hi, Dale. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
How y'all doing today? Hell yeah, Dale. I forgot Thursday's GT7 update day, huh? It's Thursday. Oh, my lovely wife just sent me a message. Have a good stream, babe. Aww, ain't they the sweetest? Chat, quick question. Can you hear me, by the way? I should actually double check that I'm actually being heard. Let me drop a little bit in chat. Hey, chat, can you hear me? Hi, Chippy. I can hear. Perfect. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dallas says, I learned about vooing in therapy. What the hell is vooing? Dude, a therapy way of instilling feelings of calm? Gotta probably pin this and read that later. I would love to have more tools for dealing with anxiety. How y'all doing today, by the way? It's Thursday. It's my third stream in a row. It feels like forever since I forgot to put any goddamn tags in the post. Vooing is making a voo sound. Voo. Voo. It's fine. I forgot to make any... You know what? Thankfully, though, I have good news for you guys, okay? I made a change to my computer that I think you will all very much appreciate. And you will see it as soon as the stream begins because something's changed. Other than that, I'm having a pretty good Thursday. I had a lot of time this morning to work. Made a lot of progress. I shared a little... I shared a little bit of what I worked on Blue Sky. I made a little chart of the kind of move archetypes that exist in Sadamon. And I'm excited, elated, perhaps even, to tell you about them and to make a bunch of moves. And perhaps, will we have the time to perhaps run the playtest today?
Good. It's all coming together.
Chippy's so smart. I love you, Chippy. I love you, Chippy. Chippy's so smart. Chippy says, the HOD method was kinda game-changing for my seemingly random bouts of anxiety, where I learned most of the time I started panicking without a clear trigger. I was literally just hungry and needed to eat. Today? Nani? We'll see. We might be able to run through the demo. Or, you know, one encounter today. We're gonna make an encounter. We'll see if maybe we can run through it. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. The other thing is that today we're going to be using the timer. Mostly because I know we'll be joined today by my good friend Kendra in chat. And Kendra's like, are you gonna use Uwu? Are you gonna use Pomodoros? Because I really need to focus on my work. That's right, Kendra used Uwu in chat. That's right. This is a real thing. Kendra, I'm the Joker, baby. Purpleface PhD does in fact use the word uwu. Please spread this far and wide. Do like the classic movie shot of like somewhere across the world, in a small secluded village up in the Andes. A young child is running across a field of grass. Sheeps and other Andes creatures in the background doing their creature things. The child walks into their parents' little house on the top of a little peak, and the child opens his mouth to reveal that Kendra does in fact say, "Ooh, it's true." Kendra is always a wooing. It's true. Anyways, it's 11 o'clock in sunny California. If you heard my voice kind of like shift, like I was looking away, it's because there is a gray pillow on the bed, and I keep thinking that it's Yanto in the corner of my vision, and I'm like, why did we get a gray pillow when we have a gray cat? Anyways, the stream's up. Let's do it. Let's dive right in on the count of 3, 2, 1. Bow.
Wonderful.
Hello everyone, it's me, Maxi, your navigator. How's everyone doing today? Hello. It's me, Maxi. I keep thinking it's Yanto! I keep looking over my shoulder thinking it's Yanto on the bed, but it isn't, it's just a gray pillow. Deep breaths, Maxi. Perhaps even a voo, perhaps, Maxi? Voo? Anyways, hello there. My name is Maxi. My pronouns are they, them. Hello and welcome to the stream.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
I've been waiting for this.
Today on the show, we're going to be creative little fellers. By the way, you may notice that there's something different about my computer. Perhaps you have noticed that as I move my mouse around, something is different. Perhaps it's a little on the small side. Let me go to mouse settings real quick. Can I make the pointer even bigger? Yes, I can. I'm on size 2, perfect. It's size 12 now, there you go. That's right, fellas. I did in fact, Ronnie reached out to me. Ronnie was like, Maxi, you need this. Someone is selling a mouse pointer pack, but it's all slowpokes. And I'm like, I must procure this. This is my 5-star review, 100% worth it. First off, let me reset my mouse pointer to a size that is absolutely not atrociously big. Perhaps 2? And I'll actually get you the post that Ronnie shared with me. Wait, it's Blue Sky. Can I open Blue Sky? No, it's VGen! It's in VGen! Thank God, okay. I think Ronnie put it in general chat. They did. Perfect. Boop! It is the Slowpoke Animated Cursor Pack by JD Zombie. If anyone is interested in purchasing it, there is the link right there. It comes with a bunch of different Slowpokes for different menus, and for all the resizing ones, it's just a bunch of dittos. It's very good. It has improved my life already tenfold. I fully recommend it. And that's it. I didn't realize that, like, for some it changes to a shiny sprite, and that's really cute. I like that. Anyway, so that's half of my morning. That's not true. Other stuff happened this morning. But also lots of work today. So let's first check in. What are we doing here? What are we fighting for? Actually, you know what? Mega Man X4 Zero Iris quote. It's an IMDb. Oh my god. Where is there? There you go. There it is. I found it. Iris, Zero, hang in there, Iris. Please stay away from the Reploforce. Let's live together in a world where only Reploids exist. Iris, there is no world just for Reploids. It's only a fantasy. Yes, I know. But I wanted to believe it. I wanted to live in a world where only Reploids exist. With you. Iris! This isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on! What am I fighting for? No! What a beautiful gaming moment. What a beautiful gift it is that Mega Man X4 existed. My favorite part is that I played Mega Man X4 back in the day, not knowing English, and I thought that scene was hammy to begin with, so you know? Some things really do transcend language and barriers, perhaps. So what are we here for today? Just to suffer, Maxi? We're here to be creative, fellas. Welcome to Creative Hours. I love the quote, but I didn't know Iris was kind of an extremist. I do kind of want to make it a point that in that quote, she's referring to Reploids are the robot people who are not Mavericks. Mavericks are the extremists. I do kind of want to clarify that. Thank you. Chippy says, what a beautiful wedding. I sure hope no one says anything about the groom's bride. That's true. So today we're here to be creative. We're working on my upcoming creature collecting and battler game inspired by fighting games, Seitamon. Seitamon, this is you, by the way. This is specifically you. This is specifically you, by the way. This is you when you don't understand the true meaning of strength. And this is Thundamaru because you messed up. You messed up real bad. I had a lot of fun. I'm like, it really should say KO in the center, but I put a smiley face in there because that's me. Maxi, is that the Ryu stage background from Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition? Yes, it is. So the big goal, by the way, you know, it's always good to like take a second and like lean back and be like, what are we here for? What are we fighting for? And the current phase of development, I want to get the combat beta out. We're going to do a little bit of a rolling release where I'm going to release the beta. The beta is going to have a number of characters and encounters in there. Over the course of weeks, I'll be adding more characters while I develop the other features, such as the single player, the story mode, the arcade mode. I will clean up the creative Seitamon mode, and we'll release them step by step. We're doing a rolling release. That's the plan now. So there isn't going to be like a demo page and then like the official page. It's all going to be the same page over time. Dallas says, I got Mega Man X5 due to a recommendation and only had played X13 via means. Gotta love means, man. Gotta love means. The one thing, I think it was Mega Man X6. I really like X6 because it was weird. Like, it had like an equipment system. Like, you would like save Reploids in missions and they would give you like little chips that you would equip. It also had a complete banger of an opening thing. It had like you would insert the disc into the PlayStation X, and it would start up with an anime opening theme. I would show it to you, but it would probably get copyright claimed. You know, Dallas says, I beat those games with infinite health because I'm bad at Mega Man. I mean, like, you know, I will say some of those are janky. Okay. And it's interesting you bring up Mega Man because Mega Man very much has the Pokemon type matchup kind of like aesthetic in there, you know, like some enemies are weak to other enemies, so there's kind of like an implied path. For instance, in Mega Man 1, if you defeat Chill Penguin, and you're like, yeah, of course, and you're like, Maxi, why would you defeat Chill Penguin? He's chill and a penguin. You always beat Chill Penguin first because he's the easiest. That's the rule. That's the rule. You could do Storm Eagle, I guess, if you're a freak. Chill Penguin Mega Man. I'm gonna show you Chill Penguin for Mega Man, and you gotta tell me. Specifically, I want Chippy to tell me if this MFer looks like he's chill, okay? I want Chippy specifically. I'm singling Chippy out. I want Chippy to tell me, is this guy chill? Chippy? Is this guy chill? Do you believe this man is chill? Is he down? Should I invite him to movie night? He's he's literally chill. Because you don't get dash unless you beat him too. Wait a minute. I thought no. Chill Penguin gives you the boots that let you climb up the side of the walls, which is like basically invaluable in Mega Man X. Okay, I guess I have to invite Chill Penguin to the goddamn movie night now. Let me go find also. There's a picture of his sprite. I love his sprite. Let me go find him. Oh, this is not his sprite. It is someone's perler of his sprite. There you go. I love this guy. I used to beat up... Dude, I was an infant. I was a child, and I would beat this guy up every single time. He is so easy. MFers got only 2 moves. GP says, I'm gonna make Chill Penguin the movie so I can have a suggestion for movie night. His sprite is so chill. He has 2 moves, by the way. He jumps to the center of the arena, and he pulls on a lever that makes ice appear everywhere. Or he like dashes out at you, sliding on his belly. That's it. That's all he does. In X1, dash is not unlocked by default. Actually, it's obnoxious. That's hilarious, actually. That's kind of chill, not gonna lie. The weapon that he gives you. Now, tell me if you think this is chill, okay? Mega Man X1, Chill Penguin Power. In Mega Man 1, Chill Penguin gives you... okay, you know what? This image is actually pretty freaking chill, actually. Okay, never mind. Look at this official illustration of Chill Penguin. Okay, that's actually pretty chill. That's actually pretty... He's just sliding. This is Chill Penguin when I invite him to movie night. He's like, I'm on my way. He you know he's bringing happy feet. You know he's bringing happy feet. MFers like, you've never seen a movie with penguins that is so funny. Except perhaps Madagascar 1. And Madagascar 2. And maybe even Madagascar 3. I think you have to apologize to Chill Penguin, Maxi. No, I don't. You know what? He can text. If he texts me, I will apologize to him. What is the name of the... I can't find an image for it, but essentially, the way that the ability he gives you, because in Mega Man, when you defeat an enemy, you gain their power. As we all know, that's exactly how it works in real life. The basic attack is just like you shoot like a little chunk of ice. Big deal, big blab. You know, freaking a chunk of ice. Who cares? When you charge it up and release it, it shoots like a slab of ice, shaped like Chill Penguin that you can ride on. That's pretty chill now that I think about it. Which Mavericks are pettable? An 8-part podcast? There are quite a few that are most definitely not pettable. Spark Mandrill comes to mind. Now, top 10 Mega Man themes. Spark Mandrill is up there. I will say though, I think we can all agree this guy is not chill though. This is Spark Mandrill, by the way. He's not chill. He looks like he drives a Ford F-150. He looks like he just made a long post on Facebook talking about how his hero just passed away. Read Hulk Hogan just passed away. Oh, by the way, sorry if you're finding out through me, by the way. Kitty literally like texted me out of the blue in all caps, Hulk Hogan is dead. Like she was like hoping for it or something. Anyway, there's Spark Mandrill, by the way. I don't like him. In his stage, the power keeps going on and off so you can't see. And I'm just like, it's so indicative of this guy. Like, he's not even paying his bills. He doesn't believe in paying for his power bills. He doesn't believe in taxes. I thought you were going to say Aussie. Nope. And before anybody says, wow, Maxi, wow. It happened in pairs. Whenever a famous person passes away, another person passes away. It's always 2, Maxi. Shut the hell up. That's dumb. Stop looking for patterns, okay? Tell your monkey brain to stop looking for patterns, okay? Anyways. Tax evasion certified not chill. It's so true. And I hope you have enjoyed all the ice-related jokes. There will be no aqua moves in today's stream. It is mostly going to be Dust and Bolt. So Spark Mandrill is unfortunately on the menu. It happens because of me. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta even it out. Chippy! Chippy with the gun. That's right. People die when they're killed. How dare you? How dare you? GP says, that's why the number of people in the world is always even. God damn it. God, it's so early for a quote, but that's so good though. Chippadees 2025. Ah, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So the plan for today, man, we really are at 1,114 quotes, huh? When the number stays odd, you'll know it's because I'm gone or you're like at the hospital. Chippy's indisposed stuff. Chippy's too busy playing Final Fantasy 14. Dude, that's quote 196. That was 2 years ago. We might even bust some balls today. Man, people hit me all the time. They're like, Maxi, I remember when you used to bust balls on stream. Maxi, you've changed. Anyways, speaking of bustin' makes me feel good. I'm gonna spend this first cycle. I'm kind of waiting for Kendra to show up, but I assume Kendra will appear as they often like to appear when it's least expected. So I'm gonna just dive in. GP says, I gotta make a controller setup for my hotbar so it can be a standing gamer. Hell yeah. Dude. GP's a standing gamer now. GP will stand for everything now. That's right. Feel free to come up with fun, interesting acronyms for CHIP. Anyway, so the timer starts at the count of 3. Oh, by the way, the timer's up here, by the way. People liked seeing where the timer is, so guess what? The timer's there. I guess the timer was there the whole time. That overlay is just there always. You just couldn't see it. Anyway, oh! Sir? Gentlemen? Distinguished sir? Yanto's here. Oh my fucking god. Yanto is in the room, and you know where he's sitting right now? He's gonna curl up next to the fucking gray pillow. I'm pissed. If you're just checking in now, by the way, I spent the beginning of the stream looking over my shoulder because I thought I saw a Yanto on the bed, but it was a gray pillow. And I was just like, damn it, that's Yanto. And now, the prophecy has been fulfilled. Yanto has taken his place. Hi! I love you! Aw, he's the sweetest guy in the whole world. I love him. Alright, that's my signal to get to work. So I have for you, by the way. Oh, did that repeat? Might have been an error, excuse me? That's his skin, it is. Also, I don't know if I said hi to Hans. Hi, Hans! Sorry that this is like 5 minutes late.
Welcome back.
I was kind of like in the middle of something. So welcome to Maxi Explains Fighting Game Theory, by the way. So, we're jumping at the count of 3, 2, 1, boop! Alright, welcome to Sadamon. In the world of Sadamon, your fighters will have 4 moves. These 4 moves are all the things they have, all their tools for being able to deal with their foes and their enemies, whatever. Moves come in 2 varieties. Normal moves, also known as moves everyone has access to. Everyone can have these moves. These moves are not special or unique. In fact, some of them suck. But they are moves that everyone has access to. They do not deal elemental damage. Therefore, they are unlikely to do EX damage. Within this is the template for every move in the game. I wanted to make a guide because it turns out I literally talked about this on the Discord. If you have a huge overarching like project, I strongly suggest breaking it down into smaller, itty-bitty pieces. So instead of like, I'm gonna design a bunch of fighters with unique moves, instead, I'm gonna first design the archetypical moves in a fighting game. And from there on, I can use these as inspiration, because every Satamon will have 4 out of the total 9 moves. Now, these moves are sorted from top to bottom, left to right, by their priority. Priority is the number on the top left. This is not speed. It represents the frame data, essentially how fast the move comes out on resolves. The fastest move in the whole game is a move called a poke. Pokes are short range, low damage. They have terrible itty-bitty baby effects. The only benefit is that they go before anything else in the game, including the second fastest thing. They go faster than anything else. They deal very, very low damage. Even with EX, they deal very low damage. Now, why have a move like this? Well, this is... I want you to picture fighting games, especially the way that I envision Satamon working. It's all about greed. And you cannot have greed if you don't have save options. Poke is the safest option in the whole game. It is slightly boring, but you have to have a fast reaction move if you want to have the big money makers. So the second fastest move with a priority of 4, please note that priorities 1, 2, and 3, slowest, slow, and normal, have multiple items in their lists. Fastest and fast do not have other categories. Now, in the game, when it is your turn, you pick a move from your list of 4, and then they resolve from fastest to slowest. Now, there is a mechanic in this game where the stats that your Satamon have affect your performance. Now, if your attacking stat is higher than the defender's defensive skills, the game will usually ask you, hey, check crush versus evasion. If my Lucilla's crush stat is higher than the opponent's evasion, my move doesn't do regular damage. It deals extra EX damage. Now, if you're hit by a move that dealt extra / EX damage, your turn is over. You are staggered, you're stunned, you don't get to do anything. Good day, sir. So there's immediately the greed is there, right? The greed is there. If you go fast, you will deal little damage while you will stop the enemy. And we're gonna get into the counterplay in a second. The second fastest move is throws. Throws come out very fast. They're low range, medium damage, and they always move your opponent. It is a get out of my face move. Some Satamon will have moves that prefer to be at range, or have benefits for hitting a specific range. For instance, you know, I want to hit 2s, not 1s. Hi, Juliana. Welcome in.
Welcome back.
Yo, hi, Prism. Hello. Hi there. So pokes can't do EX normally? No. No. The term EX is mostly there. I mean, it's there as an allusion to the concept of EX moves in fighting games. I might call them exceed, because if the value of your attribute exceeds the other, you deal exceed damage, perhaps. I don't know. This is a more of a thematic element than anything else. So throws beat anything that's in front of them, but they are weak to something we call reveal triggers. Reveal triggers happen as soon as both players reveal what they're doing. So, for instance, if I go for a throw because you're in front of me, but your move allows you to like move one step away, my plan's been ruined. My crops have been destroyed. I'm at risk. I'm at danger. So there's the interplay right there. Throw is the second fastest move, and then we get. This is where the greed begins, by the way. In priority 3, the normal type moves are beginning from strongest to strongest and safest to weakest, but also biggest payout. Throw is red deck wins. Perhaps. I'm kind of okay with that. That again, the issue that I want to clarify is that it's not just priority. Sure, poke and throw go before everything else, but poke and throw exclusively can only work at range 1. They are close range abilities. So if your opponent per se moves away or is not within range, it doesn't matter how fast you go. If you're not within range of your poke, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Perhaps even by a heavy attack. We'll get there when we get there. Dive is the safest option in normal priority. It's still range 1, it does low damage, but it has the benefit of essentially making your character airborne. Airborne is a unique tag that allows you to move a lot of distance and perhaps not even trigger an enemy attack. There's a keyword called mix-up. If you move past your enemy as part of movement, the enemy's attack, even if it were to be able to hit you, it misses. I did get the cursor. Hi, Ronnie. Hello.
Hey, bud.
How you doing, Ronnie? I got it. Yeah, I was even talking about it. I even linked it in chat. Do you know how much it brightened my day to have this little slowpoke? Maxi, are you gonna increase the size of your pointer again, Maxi? You know it. Oh my god, this is so good. Look at him. Also, hi Erasmus, welcome in. How you doing today?
Welcome back.
I would love to like have this be my mouse surfer today, but I'm doing pretty good today. I'm excited to get to work. Let's make it a 2 again. There we go. I'm gonna keep that tab open. We'll see. Dives are good. And again, dive has the potential of I move past you, your attack literally just misses me. But again, low damage, and you still have to get within range if you actually want to hit the enemy. Next to dive is lunge. Lunge is the king of grounded movement. These moves, before dealing damage, they move up close to the enemy. You dash forward, you jump forward, and you essentially have increased range, but you must be able to move across the distance. I don't want to get lost in the weeds, but there are mechanisms and move styles in this game that affect the battlefield. For instance, let's say something like what is a name? What is a name for an object that lays on the ground and it's sharp and you don't want to step on it? Thorns! That's right! You will be able to apply effects on specific tiles, essentially placing landmines. So high movement is countered by setups like that. In case you're wondering, like, hey, this seems like a really powerful moveset, Maxi. It's because there's a downside. There's always counterplay to everything, and that's what I love about fighting games. So for instance, if I expect my enemy to get close to me, I could place a mine in front of myself that activates when they move into that tile. Kaboom! They take damage, and I'm still safe to deal more damage to them. The higher risk, higher risk and higher reward, the least safe priority 3 move are projectiles. Hadouken. These moves have crazy range. But there's always a dead zone. The default one is 2 to 3. Hey Kendra, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
Okay, Kendra's got away with words. Okay, hey Kendra. By the way, we're in the middle of a cycle, but you can jump in now. Fuck it, start working. Shoot is the least safe out of all the normals because dive it will have you move past the shooter and their attack misses. Lunge gets super close that it gets within the dead zone. Now the payoff for this is that shoot essentially is good against everything else that remains down here. So again, there's priorities, right? There's priorities. Yeah, I forget, Kendra's a scientist, by the way. It's true. Hans, don't take that seriously. Kendra's actually not a scientist. Aside from zoning, shoot attacks have relatively weak effects. Other moves are like, on hit, gain a big boost. And projectiles are like, you gain a little something. I am too. I am a science professional. Kendra, I just don't want to give the impression that, you know, you have a PhD. Yeah, Kendra's got a PhD. Kendra's got a PhD. Yeah. They have a fat la boo boo. There you go. Kendra's got a big ol' la foo foo. La doo doo. There you go. That's the joke. Pretty hard day, Loki. Well, Kendra, I wish you the best. Focus, my friendo. You got this. Go kick ass, okay? Yeah. Underneath the priority 3, we have the priority 2 moves, the slow boys. Sweep is the first of the melee moves that actually has a longer range. It is range 1-2. It reaches pretty far. It deals medium damage. Sweeps at now, if you play fighting games, you know that that's not what PhD stands for. I'm pretty sure that's what it does, Kendra. Actually, if you watch yesterday's stream, you know that I actually know words, so I'm pretty sure it does. In fighting games, there's a concept of a hard knockdown when you hit the enemy's feet and they fall down and they get stunned for a second. I don't want to have... Personally, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to have to create a whole mechanism for knocking down opponents. So instead, we're just... Again, I don't want to have a whole system for like, okay, you fall down, so your priority level goes down by 1. I'm already like getting old. That's... Wait, I think Juliana is right, actually. I think PhD stands for a pretty hefty dice. Yeah, there you go. Kendra loves their dice, it's true. So instead of creating a whole system for knocking down opponents, we instead just have sweep moves or anti-armor. Now, Maxi, what's armor, Maxi? Armor is a keyword that some moves have. When you use some moves, these moves have a thing called armor, which means that even if the opponent deals exceed or EX damage, your turn still gets to go. Sweep is the only type of move that gets anti-armor. It is the counter to the greediest moves in the world at priority 1. Kendra says, I do have a big fat ass from NYU. Alright, Bosa. Congratulations. Welcome to getting quoted, son. I do have a big fat ass from NYU. I love my friends. Also, Prism is correct. Supposedly, I am a writer of books, and writers supposedly know words. It's true. I know at least 2 words. Now, I want you to understand that, like, the last 3 move categories are what I like to define as pure, unalterated greed. Yeah, it is true. Kendra says, don't you like how I only drop my low-key impressive academic achievement for memes? And when I introduce myself, I'm like, I don't know, I do shit. I mean, like, so do I, though. I mean, I feel like that's just more of, like, human nature to, like, be humble about your experiences, but nonetheless. Install is, the least unsafe of the greed options, and it's still pretty greedy. Install is a concept in fighting games where a character, instead of doing a damaging move, instead they gain a big, powerful effect, but it leaves you wide open. So installs are for greedy people who love greed, but don't want to do damage. Installs could be something such as, this Satamon's move becomes empowered, this Satamon gains a big buff for the next round, etc, etc, etc. And the last priority 1 moves, the slowest moves in the entire game. We have Focus, a reference to focus attacks from Street Fighter 4, thank you for asking. Focus attacks are, they have armor and anti-armor. They are a get off of me move, and they always move the opponent. Consider them Throw's big brother. They also deal damage. So the importance of having armor means that if the enemy is within range, you still get to hit them back. We like to call that in the business trading. You traded your damage for their damage. And the king of greed, the greediest of them all. If you don't go heavy, what are you doing? Heavy has good range, high damage, armor. And you go super plus on hits. If you hit the enemy, you get big rewards like hype, stealing their hype. It is the biggest reward, but basically everything else on the table can beat it, depending on the circumstances. Focus beats heavy because focus has anti-armor. So if someone has armor, meaning that if they're hit by an exceed EX attack, their turn ends. With armor, that doesn't happen, but with anti-armor, it negates that, you know. These traits are particularly rare, so it's fun to see them in these templates. Nonetheless, these are the 9. Is it 9? The 9 move concepts. The archetypical moves that will exist in Sadamon. Now, for anyone out there who's like, okay, Maxi, give me an idea of how these moves work. By the way, there actually will be a kind of special moves, but we'll get there. Maxi, I'm a fighting game girly. Could you please explain to me in a way that makes sense? I mean, like, one could argue, shoot is the classic fireball. I would argue that sweep is the classic donkey kick. The anti-armor aspect makes a lot of sense for sweep being a donkey kick. Install, it's a freaking install. But like Yuri's install is an install. And I envision heavies. You could possibly read a Tatsu as being a sweep, perhaps. And I know people are gonna hate this, but a Shoryuken is actually a throw in this system. It goes super fast, and it pushes the opponent, and it deals medium damage. It's absolutely, Shoryuken is absolutely a throw in this system. Now, these distinctions are important because in my upcoming fighting game, Sadamon, you will have to unlock Sadamon in the beta. You will not have access to all of them unless you enter the secret cheat code in the back, aka leaving a 5-star review. So the starter Sadamon that everyone gets from the beginning is Lucilla. I didn't put a picture of Lucilla in the Lucilla entry? Oh my god, Maxi. Let me just go and grab Lucilla real quick. By the way, I do feel like Lucilla probably needs a redesign, but we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Lucilla is gonna be your starter Sadamon. And you will have to defeat other Sadamon to gain them into your party. The big issue with Lucilla is that Lucilla is weak to Bolt. Which means that 2 out of the X number of Sadamon that will be available in the beta will be strong against Lucilla, will essentially deal exceed damage against them constantly. But that's the rub, baby. Get good. But because Lucilla is a starter character, to me it makes sense for Lucilla to be essentially a Shoto character. Maxi, what the fuck is a Shoto character? Shoto is the term describing a character similar to Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. It is considered to be the most basic fighting game character concept. Now, what is a Shoto? What is a Shoto? I believe it is short for Shotokan, which is a style of karate that Ryu's gi is based out of. I mean, I guess I could open the FGC's glossary, huh? Okay. There you go. If you would like to stop and read the description, there it is right there. Maxi, you just happen to have the fighting game glossary just like ready to go? Where do you think I've been getting all my ideas? Anyways. So Shotos are known for 3 specific concepts. They have a fireball, which is a Hadouken. They have a fireball. They have a reversal move that goes really quickly, Shoryuken. And they have some sort of spinny, hard to defend against move that moves them across the screen. We can argue whether it's a lunge or a sweep. I think the forward movement has to make it a lunge. I'm kind of okay with that. So forward moving attack. Mario for the platform people. Thank ya. It is essentially the Mario of fighting games. Now, if we're just looking at these like at the setup right here, a 5-0 means that they have a priority 3 move. They have a priority 3 move. The reversal is a priority 4. I'm good with that. And the fast moving attack is also a priority 3. I'm actually gonna, yeah, it's a Persona 3 move, by the way. Yes, you're correct. Maxi, you should look into the Persona fighting games for inspo. You assume I haven't already done that. Thank you. So because your Satamon only has 4 moves, I think it would be apt to perhaps look at a little bit more variety for Lucilla. Yeah, priority 4, priority 3, priority 3. I don't know if I want to give Lucilla a hard greed move. I feel like perhaps a sweep would be good. An anti-armor sweep move that just goes really hard. That to me would make sense. Here's the original Lucilla concept that I had that Kitty ran through. Oh, that's right. I forgot to say something. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I forgot to. Let me go grab it. I have it back here. Let me just go through my box of very important bits. Maxi, I have a big question. Maxi, I am a fighting game girly, and I couldn't help but notice that in your list of moves, you didn't put this must be a mistake, Maxi, because you didn't put blocking, Maxi. Where's blocking, Maxi? I hope this answers your question. I hope this very much answers your question. Dallas asks, "What's a Potemkin Buster?" It would be a throw. It would be a throw. If you, I think command grabs. Honestly, this is always a surprising Maxi take for me. Blocking is for losers. This is slightly this is partially a bit. But I ran the beta for this game. I ran the playtest with Kitty, and we both agreed that defensive options are slow and boring. And I'm bringing this up because Lucilla had 3 moves. 1 projectile move, 2 striking moves, and a reaction move. It had a jump that allowed it to basically dodge any move that was within range 1. It's cut off because this move is getting deleted, so don't worry about it. It turns out that defensive moves, again, okay, let me get closer so that I can explain this in a nice and clean way. Also, the timer's about to go off, Kendra. If you are excited to get some work done, get ready. Nonetheless, in a fighting game where each round is hundreds upon hundreds of micro decisions, I think it makes sense to have defensive options. You know, 1 block is one of hundreds upon hundreds of choices that you made during that encounter. Since in Satamon, each turn essentially moves 1 move at a time, spending a turn blocking is kind of a waste of time. I am going to develop defensive mechanisms that are more engaging. As Dallas pointed out in chat, counters, perhaps moves that do a thing if the opponent is about to do an attack to you. The more classic reversals, perhaps is it Aikido or is it Judo? Someone please remind me which is the fighting style that is all about using your foe's momentum against them, because that would be a good example of a move that uses the enemy to deal damage to themselves. But essentially, in the playtest that I ran with Kitty, and by the way, the timer, the break has started. 3 minutes break. I'm gonna get up and stretch and turn on the AC. In the playtest that I ran with Kitty, defensive options were, I don't want to say overpowered. Aikido is the one where you learn to fall properly. You're telling me I've been falling wrong my entire life? By the way, I'm up on my feet. I'm stretching. I'm reaching for the ceiling. I am T-posing to assert my dominance. I'm gonna stretch my hands too. Kendra, fucking do this, you freaking bozo. I'm doing the Splatoon hand exercises. And I'm also gonna do Chippy's little drawing circles with my hips very slowly. And now the other way. And the one that helps my shoulders a lot is just to rotate my shoulders very softly. You might have even been able to hear my freaking shoulders pop. Okay. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the break. How y'all doing today? We're gonna get so much work done today. I'm very excited. And I'm actually, because a part of me is like, oh, I should keep talking about what I was talking about. But you know what? We're on break. For the next 1 minute and 20 seconds, I'm gonna not think about work. As for the plans for the rest of the week on the stream, this is my last stream for the week. I might do more stream, like I might do like 4 streams next week. We'll see. As for plans, Cade and I, my good friend Cade, he's having his top surgery soon. And he's like, Maxi, I'm gonna be freaking bored. You want to stream together? And that sounds like a lot of fun. So we gotta figure out where we're gonna stream together. Now that's a mighty fine cup of coffee. Oh, I love that! Yo, Chippy says, I'm happy because my first adopted design sold last night and went to a nice home. Hell yeah! That's awesome. Congrats, Chippy. And also, yeah, Juliana. Yeah, Kate's getting top surgery and I'm so happy for him. And I'm gonna get to stream with my friend Kate. It's good. It's good. Life is good. So look forward to Max and Kate's adventures in whatever the hell happens. But yeah. This is my last stream for the week, so please enjoy it. Alright. Kendra, we're jumping back in, by the way. Deep breath. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so defensive abilities are way too powerful, and they also just kill the momentum in the game. That's why, much in the style of something like Guilty Gear, I'm pushing for a lot of offensive in this game. I want you to be on the offensive non-stop. And I mean, like, the reality, and I know that Michael/Orange posted this as a joke, but it's true. In stream highlights, let me go and open this on the stream highlights. The case that both Sadamon are equidistant, they both gain a hype. Maxi, why is that, Maxi? Because I want you to kill each other, that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's right. I want high aggression. Be aggressive. Be aggressive is the plan for this game. So no. Again, I'm open to the idea of counters and defensive moves that, like offensive defensive games or offensive moves that gain you some sort of defensive edge. But this is not a game. This game is not going to timer. And I assure you, I thought of instituting a kind of timer system where, like, after a number of actions, you would mark an actual clock. Not like a real clock, I mean like a TTRPG clock. Dallas knows what I'm talking about. And we're not gonna do that. That seems like an awful lot of work. So I feel like in order to make Lucilla very fun, I think again the Fireball and the Tatsu are like pretty good. The Tatsu will move Chilla forward. Move Lucilla forward closer to reversal and number 4. The Fireball is good at a distance, good to deal damage at a distance. And the reversal is good. The reversal, like this is a punish, good damage, but also a punish and a setup for the fireball. Yeah, because if an enemy gets close to you and you shoryuken them several tiles away, they're now within range of you shooting them with your fireball. That to me seems like a nice gameplay loop. In fact, one might actually argue that Lucilla with the setup has two loops. You either do reversal into fireball, or you do a forward moving attack into a heavy. I feel like I either want to give Lucilla a sweep or a heavy. I think sweep is inherently stronger. Let's give Lucilla a sweep. We're gonna go with the donkey kick. It's gonna be the double bladed kick or whatever it's called. Let me actually literally go and open SF6 Ryu moves. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from actual fighting games. Okay, I believe it's the high blade kick. It's this mofo right here. Kapow. Kapow. There you go. Something like that. A move that is anti-armor and has higher range. So let's just go with a sweep. Donkey kick / high blade kick. It is a priority 2 move. P2. It's a Persona 2 in Eternal Sin move. And the biggest deal with it is that it's anti-armor. That is like the biggest thing with it. Anti-armor, 1-2 range, gets a bonus on hit. Gets a bonus? You would think that I've never typed anything in my life. Perhaps I haven't even written a book in my life. Perhaps even a sentence. So I think this is the plan for Lucilla. So the game progression in the beta is that you will defeat Sadamon, and upon defeating a Sadamon, the Sadamon that you used unlocks its No, I'm getting it wrong. You unlock a new Sadamon by defeating that Sadamon, and once you have unlocked all the Sadamon, you unlock the hard fight against Lucilla, the Sadamon you started out playing as. Defeat that Lucilla and you unlock the advanced Lucilla moveset. And all of the hard versions of the Sadamon you have fought so far. Unlock them and perhaps there might be a secret, super duper secret boss. Anyways, that's where we're gonna start. Maxi, why progression in a solo RPG? Progression is fun and it gives you an incentive to try everything out. I believe that's right. Fun fact, when I do the sign work like this, I actually do it by hand because I find that my writing it out on a piece of paper makes it easier for me. That's just the way I feel about it, though. So I have a couple of ideas. If Chad would like to recommend move ideas, I am absolutely open to that. So the primary difference between the beta will have 2 versions of Lucilla, a beginner friendly version above, which only has 1 to 2 elemental moves, and an advanced version with upgraded stats that uses Lucilla's unique stat array. So fun fact, Lucilla and Ryu? Ah! That's right. That's right. Dude, it's Lucilla from Streets. How dare you? How dare you? That is so on the money, though. Is there a Luke thing that I could steal that I didn't steal? / took inspiration from? Dude, it's Luke from Streets. This is me whenever I see my gay friends on Blue Sky. I'm like, hey, it's you. You're posting. Command list, please. Wait, he has costumes? What are his? Oh, his other costume is his old one, isn't it? It's his costume from Street Fighter V, isn't it? It is. Ugh, so bad. What a terrible costume. Back and I work. Perfect. Good. So he has. Let me move my head. Actually, you know what? He has a sand. This is covering even more of the screen. He has a sand blast. He has the flash knuckle. That is absolutely a throw. Within the meta of this game, that's a throw. It pushed the enemy back. It dealt damage quickly. Aerial Flash Knuckle. That's a dive, baby. Avenger. That is 100%. This is 100% a lunge. Rising Uppercut. That is once again a throw in this game. Unique attacks. These are just your command normals. Okay. Maxi, what the hell's a command normal? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Maxi, are you playing Street Fighter 6? I am in fact playing Street Fighter 6. Maxi, what's your favorite character in Street Fighter 6, Maxi? There's a lot of characters that I enjoy. I've been playing as Manon for a while. I very much like her playstyle. I like her. She's also, I believe the word I'm looking for is that she's also freaking hot, and that helps a lot. You know, they gave her a goddamn Utena outfit. Like, look at this outfit. Straight women don't dress like this, okay? I mean, neither they dress like this, but you know, nonetheless. Mano. She's cute. I like her. She's like, I'm a model, but I'm also an Aikido practitioner, and I'm like, incredible. You know, you can be more than one thing, girl. No way. Dale says there was a Eurobeat song called Street Fighter by an artist named Luke. No freaking way. I'm writing that down. I gotta look that up. That sounds funny. Where did I leave my notes? Kendra says I'm a scientist and a skeleton twink this week. Should I just call you that? A street fight by Luke Eurobeat. Skeleton twink is like, it's funny you call yourself a skeleton twink, because I would just call you a fucking homosexual. But
Dude, that's gay.
That's funny. A skeleton twink is like the opposite of what Plaguesworth is. Plague is a Skeleboy. That's what Plaguesworth is. Plaguesworth says Skeleboy. No wonder you're my friend. Plague is the Skeletwonk. Dead! That's so good. Skeletwonk instead of Skeletwink. We commit robberies. That's so good. Also, Kendra, get back to work. So the thing that I was mentioning is that each Satamon, when you roll them, their stats will be determined by creature creation. Which means that some Satamon will have different stat arrays than others. Please forgive me. Fucking hiccups. Your Satamon will have a different stat array. That means that some Satamon may start with less skills, but one skill that is particularly buffed than the others. Lucilla is just like that. Lucilla has really good running skill, but its beginner build will not utilize its good running skill. That we will be doing that in the advanced Lucilla build, which essentially is gonna make that like a really powerful lunge build. I think it's gonna. To me, it makes sense that a move that is a lunge would use run instead of the attacking stats. If I haven't made it clear, your Satamon will have skills that they can use during story mode to solve problems and overcome obstacles, whatever. Some fighting moves will ask for that stat instead of one of the attacking stats. There's 3 main attacking stats: Crush, Slash, and Blast. Usually grappling moves, long range moves, and ranged moves. But you know, some moves would be like, you know, check, you know, do a run versus evasion instead. And I think that's freaking dope. I think I brought this up earlier, but Satamon with the use skill, essentially representing that they have arms, hands they can use for fighting tasks. Those will get access to like essentially judo skills for like tossing their enemies around and whatever, like straight up grappling skills. So there's the rub. So I think I'm going to look through my notes. I have them in front of me. I came up with 3 moves. That's as far as yesterday after dinner. No. Before dinner. Before Kitty came home and I made dinner. I was sitting in the living room just with my notebook, some videos in the background, and I was like, I had like the idea bug, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you have an idea for something, namely for now Sadamon, and I'm like, I can't focus on anything but the idea, so I'm gonna sit down and work on it. And I did. I brainstormed 3 moves, or I was trying to analyze them using like the guidelines that I had written before, but this is a much cleaner guideline. Maxi, are you gonna show them the previous guideline? Why not? Why not? Where did I put it? Oh, this guideline is so bad. Please do not look at this. This is such a bad guideline. This was also back when we had an RPS, React Strike projectile system. Someday I will make a video talking about how that was a bad idea. It turns out that when making a game inspired by fighting games, you don't have to literally take every fighting game concept. So for Lucilla, the moves we're gonna make is a fireball, a shooting style move, a lunge. I should really write what they are. Shoot, lunge, throw, and a sweep. There you go. That means that this basic Lucilla build will have a counter for everything except pokes, which I think it's good. I think it's good. But it also doesn't have the incredibly like greedy, easily punished focus and heavy moves. I think that's fun. An all-rounder. Oh my god, could you imagine a fighting game where the default character is an all-rounder? Could you imagine that?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
And I think we literally just add a table and we just start, baby. We just start. Let me just edit this table real quick. 2 things. Can I please have the table over on that side? Much better, thank you. And do I want to do anything else? I guess we could make it a little bit bigger. Shoot! How about give me 4 inches, please? There we go. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Anyone who wants to make that joke? Juliana says, I have an unrelated question, chat. Ayo. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move name. We're gonna have, I guess, just like priority. Priority. Range X to X. We should just, it should all just be vertical, man. I could have it be in parentheses. We could do that. We could do that. X. Range. Check. Damage. And then the actual text box. The actual text effect. This seems like it's decent enough. I would also kindly request that there's a space after the paragraph, but not a ridiculous space. That's so big. Give me just 5 points, please. Will you guys bully me too much if I join the Discord? My English sucks. Juliana, I have known you for so many years. If you had told me that English was your first language, I would have believed you. Also, we don't bully a lot on my Discord. In fact, we don't bully at all. I don't even bully Kendra on my Discord. That's what the secret Discord is for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would like the name to be in the new font that I found, Della Gothic, please, and make it give me like a 20-point banger right there. The rest of you will be in Poppins. And perhaps do make yourself a little bit bigger. I would appreciate that. That's not true? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's actually true, LOL. There you go. There you go. Kendra was like, Maxi, you bully me all the time. Only on the secret Discord. Only on the secret Discord, and only because you deserve it. Only because you need to freaking drink some water, you bozo. Let me try doing a template and see if this template, like just write a move. Boulder toss is the default one. So I envision the way that Lucilla shoots a projectile. And it's also, projectiles are usually blast in this game, but I like the idea of, like, you know, it's a crush, like it pulls a piece of rock out of the ground and it tosses it out. A boulder toss. I could perhaps soften the name to make it something a little bit less powerful. But for now, I'm gonna just grab, I guess I could just do a screenshot of this, actually. That means I can't bully people on the server. Juliana, which one do you want, Juliana? Do you wanna, you wanna bully or be bullied? Neither of those are allowed on my server. My server is actually pretty chill. It's just people being cool. We also have a very lovely game design community there. Where people, you know, share their creative projects, and I think that's very lovely. It makes me very happy that people feel comfortable sharing their works. This might be the better one, but let's just go with Boulder toss is gonna be a 3 priority. We're gonna put in boulder toss. The range is 2 to 3, so it does have a dead zone. The clash is not gonna fit unless I make this big. I believe it is dust crush versus evasion. Oh, it will fit. And the damage, medium damage, I believe I had it set to being 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is medium damage, so we put 3 to 4. Oh, that's why I'd never used slashes in the hole. Commas will have to do, though. That looks kind of like ass, but what are you gonna do? Aww, we do also have writing communities on my Discord. That is also a thing we do. And I would very much like to highlight you with the color of dust. There you go. So this is a dust move. Dust crush versus evasion. Does 3 damage normally, 4 damage if it exceeds. And normally these moves don't have a unique effect to them. Originally I made it so it would ignore armor. I'm kind of putting my foot down on keeping the game relatively simple to understand. I'm gonna make it so that only sweeps or slower moves have anti-armor. So an anti-armor projectile is a little bit powerful now that we have like decided on like the basic design space. So I gotta come up with a weak effect that is kind of cool. And I think that considering Lucilla's like plan, I think it might be perfectly fine to do a after effect where you can close 1, I think. Or forward 1. Should this be in all caps? Maxi, what the hell is an nth trigger? Oh, it's actually just called an end lag trigger. We'll see if we actually keep it as end lag. Okay, so there is there's several triggers in the game for where moves do things. Reveal happens at the soonest possible chance at the beginning of a round. After that is startup. Startup are effects that happen before you actually check ranges. This is where moves will have you get close to the enemy, jump around, get above, whatever. There's on hit, which happen when you actually deal damage to someone. And afterwards, there's end lag moves. End lag moves, or end lag triggers happen after you have dealt damage. So you have to do on hit and then to be able to do the end lag. Perhaps one might argue that it is essentially just a second on hit trigger, but we'll see. I also like calling it end lag for no reason. There's no particular reason why I think it's like it makes sense to call it that. Maxi, why don't you just call it recovery like it says on the video, Maxi? No, because we already have a stat named recovery, and I very much don't want to have two things called the same. I wonder if it's too powerful to have Lucilla be able to move forward 1 after tossing the big old boulder. You know what? Instead of getting super lost in the sauce, I'm gonna just make a side note here. Also, why is the text down here so big? Can I get this highlighted yellow, please? Check if this is balanced or if it needs a new and lag / on hit. I am actually kind of open to the idea of just making it because end lag only happens if you hit, so it could just literally be an on hit trigger, perhaps. We'll get there. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be designed in the game, and like that's part of it. I have a minute left. I guess I could talk about this right now. Making a game is hard, especially a game. There really isn't like a foundation for me to take inspiration from. There isn't like a lot of like established. Welcome in, Juliana. Don't forget to go introduce yourself in the introductions channel, by the way. Thank you. But there isn't a lot of fighting game inspired TTRPGs for me to take inspiration from, so I'm kind of having to make stuff from scratch, which it's hard for me because I feel like I'm not making a lot of progress, but with any part of the creative process, you just kind of have to keep going. And it's interesting for me. I covered the screen because I had to go open a webpage. A part of me is like, I want this game to come out so that you can play it and I can add more stuff to it. And I'm like, I feel like it's taking too long. But as with anything in life, it's all about perspective. It's all about really stopping to look at where you are versus where someone else might be. All of this to say that if you think my game is taking too long to come out, 2XKO has been in development. Well, it was announced 6 years ago. Maxi, what's 2XKO? 2XKO is the League of Legends fighting game. It's the League of Legends fighting game, and it was announced in 2019. So if you're like, Maxi, your game's taking too long to come out, I'm like, you know what? They're finally doing the soft release of the game in August of this year. It looks like Guilty Gear. It does look like Guilty Gear. It is not made by Arc System Works. But oh my god, I love that this Slowpoke marker is so cute. Here's my rub, okay? They literally this week they announced finally that they're doing a soft release of the game in August or September. They put it in here somewhere. News. 2XKO cross Chipotle. Oh my god. Chipotle is the official partner of 2XKO. September 9th. September 9th is their... Brother, I didn't want to open this. September 9th is their official... By the way, Kendra, you and I are on break. By the way, Kendra, get up and stretch. Stretch your hands, whatever. That's fair. Chippy says, I've never heard of this before. I heard of this game because the people who made it, the people behind this game were a studio who made a fighting game with giant robots called Rising Thunder, I believe. And Rising Thunder was cool because it was a fighting game with no special inputs. In fighting games, you have to do quarter circle forward. You have to do Dragon Punch. You have to do 360 degrees. SPD no scopes. This game Rising Thunder had inputs similar to Smash, where you have a special button that you press, and the direction you hold on the stick affects Tamagotchi Cross Gundam. I have to look that up. So these people made this cool fighting game called Rising Thunder. It had giant robots and it had really easy inputs, so it was really welcoming to people who wanted to play it. Newcomers, people who had never played fighting games, were like, hey, I can enjoy a game like this without having to learn difficult inputs, like a quarter circle forward or whatever. And then Riot was like, hey, you guys are making a cool thing. How would you like a big bag of money? So they bought the studio and they got the developers working on a League of Legends fighting game, originally called Project L, and a couple years ago changed to 2xKO, 2 times KO, because it's a 2-on-2 fighter. You can actually play it with 2 different people. It could be 2v2, as in 2v2 players. It's interesting. It's essentially the very first free-to-play fighting game with an actual budget behind it. So people are excited for it. I will say, much like with Chippy, I kind of don't care about League of Legends. But, it looks interesting. I'm willing to check it out. But, as I was saying, that game has been in development from before it got announced, and it was announced in 2019. It is 2025. That is 6 years ago. So I can assure you, the Sadamon beta will be available. It will be available before the 2xKO beta is open. How about that? Juliana, you're good, Juliana. Don't worry about it. Which idol? I love I love Cantor's asking, not because they care. Oh, I did see this Tamagotchi. This is not is this Gundam? Oh, I know. Oh, sorry. This guy's from the new Gundam. It is, yeah. Does this show my address anywhere? I don't think so. I believe this guy is from the new Gundam. Yeah, the Gundam G-Quacks. Chogokin. It's a Tamagotchi that transforms into a robot. Yep, there it is. He is cute. He's living his best life. Good for him. Ronnie says, I don't mind things taking time. And I appreciate that. It's not like I'm rushing development, but I felt like I was lagging behind, like it was taking too long for me to make some of these design aspects. And then I took a deep breath. And I reminded myself that the emotions I feel are based not on reality, but on the feelings that I have. My feelings are based on my thoughts, and if I think I'm behind, I'm gonna feel like I'm behind. But in reality, I'm making a brand new thing that doesn't exist right now and wouldn't exist otherwise. Of course it's gonna be hard. No one's made a game like this. A game where you make little creatures and then you have them fight using fighting game mechanics. No one's ever done that. So that's exciting. There's a sense of joy and wonder and exploring these uncharted realms. It's also scary. But what isn't scary when it comes to making art? I do want to clarify against Juliana. You know what? I'm gonna go and look at Juliana's image Juliana, your profile image is perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. In case you tabbed out, let me go at Juliana. Oh, excuse me? There you go. There you go. Alright, where was I? You're so ahead, actually? It really is, yeah. Yeah, I also gotta live in this economy. It's true. Yeah, no, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. You know, considering how long it's taken to XKO, I think I'm doing pretty fantastic. But you know, I have a lot of hopes for this game. I feel like it's something completely unique, and I think it's gonna do really well. And I'm excited to make this my big project for the year. I'm gonna be updating this game weekly, bi-weekly, all the goddamn time. So if you enjoy Satamon, please sit tight. Anyways, Kendra, you and I are up to bat, by the way. Kendra says I haven't released art in like 1,000 years. Your Honor, this statement is facetious and an oxymoron at its finest. You haven't lived for 1,000 years, so sit down. Sit down. Kendra's gonna be like, You also don't have to release it. That's a good point. Also, Kendra, shut up and get to work. 3, 2, 1, go. Kendra's a vampire? Kendra could be a vampire. Kendra could be a vampire now, actually. I'm the Joker, baby. I really need an audio clip of Kendra saying, I'm the Joker, baby. So the other one is, okay, so there's 3 more moves. I think we could probably have, I want Lucilla to have 2 elemental moves so that it has 2 options. I feel like that's good. The other 2 will be just regular, boring ass basic moves. Did you see my train photo? I wasn't the Joker. Kendra, if I share that photo on the stream and chat says you look like the Joker, will you finally say I'm the Joker, baby? Also, you should be working, Kendra Purpleface PhD. They won't think I'm the Joker. Well, get back to work. You know what? Put it on the board. We can figure it out the next meeting. You know what? You know, we'll roll this back to the next milestone, okay? So we have the fireball done. This is essentially done. Done. Boulder toss, speed 3, range 2 to 3. It's versus evasion. It does 3 to 4 damage. And you know what? On hit, forward 1. There you go. I'm making changes. Okay? I'm making moves over here, fellas. The forward moving attack. So there's gonna be a forward moving attack, a lunge. Let me just put a lunge. We need a lunge. We need a reversal. And we need a sweep. I do believe we need lunch. I mean, I know it's kind of late for you, Ronnie, but like, have you had lunch though? I had a very tasty lunch. Okay, I'll go get it. What do you guys want? Oh, I just had something though. Where are we going for lunch? Do they have dessert there? I could go for some dessert. I can have dinner. Dude, if you're getting dinner, you gotta have dessert. The lunch is gonna be speed 3. The reversal is speed 4. Very fast, not a lot of damage, and then a 2-banger. There we go. Okay, let me go grab. The reversal is just a throw, baby. I'm the grappler, baby. There we go. I also need the sweep. I'm just copying these just to make my life easy, okay? And give me a lunge, please. A lunge. Perfect. Okay. So you are range 1. The lunge is range 1, but it has a startup. Forward some sort of spaces. Also, Kendra, have you had food, Kendra? Kendra's gonna be like in this economy. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this so that I can make my life easier. Yeah, I'm getting I'm getting hunger though. Well, I love how much my typing devolves when you're hungry or when you're just trying to type fast. The reversal / throw. And the work I'm doing on the other tab is like very serious, important editing. That is pretty funny. Medium damage, we established that boulder toss is medium damage? No, shoulder is okay, shoot is medium damage, okay. Let's go with making you one step up. Let's make you a 4-5. The reversal is 4-5. And the sweep is... Wait, no, you should be 3-4. 3-4, 4-5. 3-4, 4-5, okay. 3-4, 4-5. This makes a lot more sense. Reversal is range 1. Medium damage, and it moves the foe. So this is a really simple on-hit push. How many spaces? Push 1. This could be the simple uppercut that we had before. Yeah, literally just, on hit, push the enemy backwards once. It seems pretty simple to me. Let's make you a crush versus recovery. There you go. This is, I need an icon. Fellas, could somebody please recommend an emoji for something that is like basic? The beginner emoji comes to mind, but if someone has a better option, I will take it. I guess I should put a rock here, huh, to indicate that it is in fact the word I'm looking for is dust type move. Dale agrees with the beginner. And this is a shoot move. I have to write that down in case I forget. Perhaps just the beginner, okay. Now, if the reversal is just a regular ass move, one of these two has to be a dust move. Seeing as how the boulder toss is already a 3-speed move, let's make the sweep, the hard-hitting move, a dust move. So sweep, once again, it's a range 1-2. That's fun. Range 1-2. It's gonna be dust crush 100%. Let's make it versus defense. And it is medium high damage. So let's make you a 4-5. A 4-5, big damage coming in, and it will have some keywords in it. Let's put some keywords in there. You have anti-armor, anti-armor, and it usually has a bonus when it actually lands a hit. So let's give you an on-hit bonus. And since you are a dust move, we need some sort of dust, like a nice dust identity. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything else here. And on the notes that I have a metal tackle and a sand geyser. Neither of these guys really fit the aesthetic of a sweep. I'm picturing dust moves are all about inorganic matter, dirt, sand, stone, metal, minerals. And using this elemental power for to empower your moves. I'm thinking boulder toss is quite easily just, you grab a piece of rock and you throw it at the enemy. Easy peasy lemon squeezing. I'm perhaps thinking of a move that strikes with the veracity of metal. Let's go with that. Steel. Ooh, steal something. Maxi, steel claw. Maxi, shut up. Steel sweep. Steel sweep is a terrible name. Let's go over to... gotta grab myself a thesaurus, by the way. There's no way there's a better word for sweep. I'm gonna have to find, like, fighting game moves. Sweep. Span, stretch. That's really not what I'm looking for. Metal, metallic. No. Let's look for synonyms for punching. Pummel? No, that makes it seem as though you're grabbing the enemy and like slamming them down. Slam, smash, bash? Again, the identity of a sweep is that you're reaching forward, hitting low with the intent of knocking your enemy down. What, I guess it would be a swipe? Ooh, slab stab. That is the word. That is the term right there. Slab stab. Slab stab is like you grab a whole slab of rock and then like swing it. That's the plan. Slab stab. Now that's money, baby. That's money. It's anti-armor and it makes sense. You picked up a whole slab of rock. Clearly, you can't just block that. And it needs an on-hit effect. Let me go find my notes on the move identities from back in the day to give myself some inspiration. Where did I leave move identities? Is it here? There it is. Perfect. Don't you love it when like you actually remember the things that you made? All right. This little sheet is a little outdated. But what are you gonna do? We'll make it work. So here is the element identities. Back when the game was an arena fighter, 3 versus 3 arena fighter. The dust identity, which I believe it's my favorite Bourne movie. The dust identity is. You gain shield and damage negation, you affect the terrain, and you also disrupt your enemy's turn. To me, literally, like, gaining some sort of, like, shield perhaps would make a lot of sense to me. Although it doesn't make a lot of sense. I like the Dust Legacy myself. You know, everyone's got opinions. Everyone's got opinions. Oh, by the way, completely unrelated. Kitty and I went to see the Superman movie last week. No spoilers, no spoilers. I sobbed like a baby. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Dust! That's really good, Dale. That's really good. I almost kind of want to, like... I kind of want to quote that. Dale, welcome to being quoted, son. That's pretty good, actually. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Dust. I can't wait for that quote to come out of context. So we watched the Superman movie. It's very good. It's very good. I sobbed like a baby. And then we were like, hey, what's up with these DC movies? We never watched any of them. We should. It happened to be that Kitty and I literally owned Suicide Squad on DVD. We got it cheap like a million years ago. Kendra already knows. We watched the Skewer Slide Squad. That movie, I want to make this very clear, okay? I knew the movie was bad. I'd never seen it. I heard it was bad. I didn't realize that it was really bad. It's like incomprehensibly bad. It's so bad it's funny. It's just bad. It legitimately feels like the first rough draft of a novel. I'm like, what? Did you forget to edit it? Did you forget to, like, fix it? Anyway, just remember that you don't want to mess with Katana. Her sword absorbs the souls of her victims. Anyway. Yeah, no. It makes sense. It makes sense. The movie is incomprehensible. It really is. I especially love the guy who comes in and he's introduced as he can climb anything. And I'm like, why is he here? Yeah, okay, so you have Captain Boomerang, Killer Croc, Deadshot, Harley Quinn. I get it. You have a bunch of bad guys who kill people. I get it. Why did we bring the guy who can tie knots and climb buildings? Why is he here? We accidentally saw that opening night. What a nightmare. Oh my god. Hey, I'm the Joker, baby. Anyways. So after that, I said, you know what? Let's watch all of them. So we watched Birds of Prey. Better. Much better. An actually enjoyable movie, you know? Ian McGregor's in that. Well, hello there. He's in there. Then last night we watched The Suicide Squad. Much better. Wow, it's like a movie with bits and character progression. Don't watch it during dinner though. Yeah, that's my one thing. Why are you doing this to yourself? Because I'm a curious bitch by nature. Also, it has Idris Elba and John Cena as Peacemaker. We're committing now. We're gonna watch the Peacemaker show next. I gotta know what his deal is. I gotta know what the deal with John Cena's Peacemaker is. Yes, there was also the Joker in Suicide Squad. Yes. Okay. I'm pausing the timer for this bit, by the way. Maxi, can you please give me a brief review of Jared Leto's Joker, please? You got it. I don't know how to say this other than, okay, so we need, hey, Jared Leto, we need your Joker to, like, stand out. So, like, you can't be goofy because Jack Nicholson already did that. And you can't be, like, crazy because, the Dark Knight Joker, he was kind of crazy. And they're like, we can't make it like a serious drama film because they're gonna do that with the Joker movie that's coming up afterwards. So I'm gonna need you to be horny, and that's all he is. He's just horny. He's just horny. There's a whole scene about the Joker getting mad because he wanted Jared Leto's Joker wants another man to have a good time with Harley Quinn, and the other guy is like, what the hell? Yo, Joker, this is your girl, Joker. What are you talking about? And Joker gets so frustrated that he shoots the guy. And I'm just like, I feel communication would have solved this problem, Mr. J. Mr. J, you could have just told the guy what you want. Anyways, what an incredible movie. Anyways, Mr. J. Kitty and I have started calling each other Putin just because of that goddamn movie. Anyway, Slap Stab. What a great name for a move. Fellas, sometimes you just nail it on the first try. Slap Stab. So you are the reversal. No, you are the sweep. And I need some sort of dust-based technique, idea, vibe. Also, Kendra, I didn't know about that, actually. Jared Leto missed the start of COVID because he was in the desert. I mean, one might argue that we all missed the start of COVID. It kind of started around us, if you think about it. I remember literally the day before the news break out, I was literally having dinner at a sushi restaurant with like 15 people. That's incredible. He was on some retreat nonsense in the desert and wandered back into like week 1 of the COVID quarantine. That's incredible. Anyone else enjoying living through unprecedented times? I remember when things were precedented. Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's also fair. That's also fair. Anyways. Kendra, you have 7 minutes left on this cycle. Get back to work. Kendra, go watch Superman. It's good. Anyways, back to work. It's like Kendra and I are like Our cubicles are side to side, and I just reach over and I'm like, Kendra, get back to work, but also watch Superman. I'm getting mad at work though. Okay, Kendra, sidebar. Hey Kendra, if you're mad at work, but not mad enough to commit wage theft, what are you doing? Sidebar? Okay, then commit wage theft, I don't know. Draw some gay boys, I don't know. Anyways, we respect the cycle. I've already meandered enough, so we're getting back to work. 3, 2, 1, go. So, damage, negation, or shield. Kendra says, I need an assignment. Okay. Freaking draw hot man. Draw Felix. How about you do yourself a favor and draw Felix, huh? So on hit, sweep. Needs to have a dust type effect. Since dust is about damage, negation, and or shield, I think perhaps I could just literally have a generating shield, I think. But then how does that make sense? Okay, so let me see if I get this correctly, Maxi. Your Satamon. I would like a Felix. Yeah, you would. Maxi, okay, Maxi, let me see if I get this correctly, Maxi. Okay, let me see if I get this correctly, Maxi. Okay, so your Satamon grabs a slab and then they stab with it. How does the impact of that slab help them at all, Maxi? Well, okay, what about that mechanic I was thinking of like making a little dust cloud? You know what? If this hit at range... Aren't sweeps supposed to have big bonuses? If this hit at range 2, create a dust cloud. No, this should be beginner moves though. I don't want to have to explain the dust cloud mechanic yet. Okay, so I mean, like, slap stab is a great name. Perhaps save it for a different move and just make this about like you get as hard as steel. Yes, I said it like that. Shut up. I'm gonna save the name slap stab because it's a really good name, but it's really more for like a poke, perhaps. So anti-armor on hit, gain what, Maxi? How much armor is good armor, Maxi? Perhaps gain armor equal to shield bonus? Equal to crush bonus? Perhaps. You know what? Again, defensive mechanisms, not super fun. Post ritual, I want to draw Papa. Yeah, then draw Papa. Draw Mr. Ghost from the Ghost Show. I guess I could make it an on exceed, I guess. On exceed. No. On hit. Gain 1 shield. If this move dealt EX damage, gain 2 shield instead. There you go. Shield. The next time you would take damage, you take shield X. I guess gain. You know what? We do X shield instead for the notation. X shield. Next time you would take damage, you take X less damage, then lose all shield. There you go. So now I need a move about reaching across incredibly hard. Metal hammer, metal slab, metal rod, metal swing, metal baseball bat swing, batter. Let me see. I kind of like Stone Club Swing. I do kind of like the Stone Club Swing. There you go. Stone Club Swing. Whatcha? You kind of just catch. Whatcha? That actually makes a lot of sense, actually. How does that gain you shield, Maxi? Shut up. So that means that all we have left is just another normal ass move in this lunge, which is perfect. The basic lunge is range 1. It's gonna be crush versus defense, I think. That seems pretty apt to me. Medium damage. Guess what? It's the same damage as this reversal, but it has big movement in the startup. Now, what's big movement in this startup, Maxi? Close to? Let's do close to, or forward to, really. Hello, there we go. So that means that the game plan for Lucilla is to launch into reversal. What was the game plan that I had before? It is... No, it is... Wait. I haven't actually named the reversal. That makes actually a lot more sense. Actually, you're uppercut, by the way. That's what you are. That's what you are. What did I call your other name? Haymaker? No. I need a name for a lunge. So you jump 2 spaces forward. Pounds? Pounds is good enough. Pounds and uppercut, is that jump, leap attack? Leap attack is actually... Leap attack doesn't really imply crushing, though. Pounds kind of makes you think of a cat, and that's definitely slash damage, not crush. I need a name for a move that implies hitting someone with running punch. Running punch. Running strike. Leaping strike. Striking leap. Let me go look at some synonyms. A computer is synonym for leap, please. Search, upswing, no. Bounce. Ooh. Search, ooh, vaulting strike is kind of funny. It's really more of a dive attack, to be entirely honest. Give me a synonym for vault, please. Bound, leap. So we're back to leap. Mount. Perhaps... Should I just call it literally the same as the other one? Computer synonym for lunch, please. Charge? Ooh, I like charge. Dude. You know what it is? It's headlong rush. There you go. Or even better, just bull rush, actually. You know what, actually? No. Just bull rush. I like that. Bull charge? Nah, just bull rush. There you go. You close to, you move towards the enemy 2 spaces, and then you hit him for 3-4. That's not bad. This is the stereotypical lunge attack. The stereotypical reversal. Let me just write a note here. Basic ass throw move / reversal. I'm gonna highlight you yellow, please. Fellas, I'm so excited because with this being the new Lucilla build, it means that we can actually move towards making an actual enemy. So now this is a basic ass lunge move. These are the most basic moves. I should make you like forward 1. No, forward 2. This is the most basic one. Bull rush and uppercut. Then boulder. I should really have you like, okay. There you go. Now the moves are like properly arranged. Now there you go. the 2 unique dust moves, and then the 2 normal moves. 3-2, 4-3. That seems like pretty good coverage if you ask me. Let me go to my note of ideas for later. Where did I put that? Stuff for later. There you go. Moves. Put slab stab in there. That's a good move idea. Kendra, by the way, we're on break, bozo. Get up and stretch. This break went on for this cycle went on for a little bit longer, in part because I was being a silly goose. So what's the plan? I think we're gonna do the usual, probably 2 more cycles, perhaps 1.5 cycles, and then we'll do dailies, by the way. I think that's the plan for today. Other than that, as for what remains, we're going to make Gobruiser. Gobruiser has 2 fighting styles in this game. I've been struggling a little bit with the design space for the enemy fighting styles, but we'll figure it out. So one thematical element, and if someone has any ideas as to how to solve this debacle, please feel free to just tell me in the chat. But the issue is as follows. The reason in the world, the in-world lore reason as to why the player character who is a Sadamon, you're playing a Sadamon number 0, Human, the communication Sadamon. The current explanation as to why humans don't fight other Sadamon, aside from them being weak, is because of essentially a covenant, a joint agreement between human and Sadamon, and that is that humans are able to draw out the elemental power within other Sadamon. Humans have no element in them, but they're able to bring out the elemental power in other Sadamon. Now, there's inherently a couple of issues. So, if Sadamon themselves can't fully express their elemental power without a human, this means that wild Sadamon the player encounters can't really use elemental attacks because they don't have a human to help them. And that's kind of a problem, because it means that I can't just make fighting styles that can apply to fighting a wild Sadamon and a trained Sadamon. I have to basically make them separate, and all of the wild Sadamon fighting styles have to essentially be typeless, normal type looking ass. And that seems to me like a recipe for disaster. So to me, I think that the answer should be that all Sadamon have access to their elemental affinities. Kendra says, unless just like the human presence allows access to low power moves or something. So, and Prism adds, so like, if we are the communication Sadamon that can activate the Sadamon magic, we're like the magic focus or the grimoire for a Sadamon. In part, yeah. But my issue is, I mean, perhaps one could argue that the thematic element is that because you're talking with the Sadamon and you're giving them directions, as opposed to the wild Sadamon that essentially just roll to see what their move is. I don't know. By the way, Kendra, we're entering a cycle right now. 3, 2, 1, go. So, one potential idea, maybe because I must admit that you know, because the game has shifted a little bit into the design space behind the fighting game, I very much like the idea that like the people that you're challenging to duels are as important as the Sadamon themselves. So imagine you challenge this MFer to a duel, right? I like the idea that like the humanoid aspect, the humans, they still train but if they're just inherently weak, or just weaker, I keep thinking of this graphic. I want to have like a graphic in the book that is like, it shows like a big buff, say, human trying to lift, like struggling to lift like a really heavy like weight, and then it shows like a tiny little baby Sadamon just doing it like effortlessly. Perhaps, you know, the human element, they can train and become stronger, and it's still meaningful and rewarding, but they will never be as strong as just everyday Sadamon. I don't know. There's some world building stuff that still needs to be sorted out. I think thematically speaking, it is more fun for you to fight a Sadamon in the wild that has access to its elemental abilities. I feel like that's fun no matter what. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to probably find some sort of storytelling explanation, or perhaps just come up with a better reason as to what the bond between humans and Sadamon is. Okay, okay, I know what you're thinking. Maxi, why not just make it so that humans and another Sadamon are in the same power level, but it's just that humans don't have access to elemental affinities, Maxi? How about that, Maxi, huh? So you and me, we could achieve the same power level as every other Sadamon, but we don't have elements. How about that, Maxi? Is that just not good enough? I don't think so. My issue with that statement is that I'm trying my darnest not to walk myself into a world building corner where essentially someone is gonna ask, well, what if I want to step into the ring, Maxi? What if I want to fight that Sadamon, Maxi? Shouldn't my player character be able to also train and gain moves, Maxi? And that's a can of worms that I don't want to touch. I ran the idea by Kitty, and Kitty despised it. So unless literally everyone in the beta is like, dude, please let me also fight a Sadamon, I will admit that this particular issue is kind of like several issues wrapped up together. I made a decision really early on in the game that, can I punch a chinchilla? See that's the problem right there. So I originally made the really hard choice that I didn't want there to be baby on baby combat. Pokemon, TCG, Cleffa, Igglybuff card. There is a card, by the way. There's a Pokemon card. It's very expensive. But this is what I point at. I'm like, this is not... I don't want this. I don't want baby fights, okay? I put my foot down. My foot is down on the ground, okay? You cannot fight baby Sadamon in this game. It's another reason why there isn't breeding as well, by the way, because then that implies that Sadamon have to go through like the full stage of growth. But Pokemon is like, yeah. This newly hatched Charmander can evolve into a Charmeleon and a Charizard over the course of 2 hours. Yeah, sure, go for it. That's dumb. We're not doing that. But an expanded evolution system would require there to be children version of Sadamon. No, every Sadamon that's available for you to use is already an adult, or has reached maturity. Lucilla, Gobruiser, all of these losers are adult versions of their Sadamon. Look at the babies. But now, I don't have anything. I mean, youth tackle football is a thing. Okay, yes it is. But adults are not playing that game. It isn't like, hello, that's Timmy and Tommy, and then it's goddamn freaking Maxi. Quick, think of a big, powerful, strong man, Maxi. That's right. It's freaking M Bison. M Bison just freaking psycho crushing all those children. Youth tackle football shouldn't exist. See that? See, there you go. Can I find the other image of this card that I freaking dislike? I don't hate this card. It's just like the problem with the... Oh, there it is. There's the version of the card that I was looking for. The issue with this card is that this is essentially the Pokemon trading card game is a game where your guys are fighting other guys, and these are tag team cards. This card represents 3 different Pokemon fighting, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, Maxi, it's 3 babies because together they're powerful enough to take on an adult. You're a fool and not a scholar. Other tag team cards include 3 legendary Pokemon in one group. Violent baby gang. Perhaps I'm taking things too seriously. Now, there will be Sadamon that are small and cute. But there is a difference between, okay, my babies will fight literally the god of all Sadamon. And my opponent is a bunch of babies, and I just step into the ring and I just drop kick them. Okay, see, like that right there is a problem. Again, like, I thought for a good moment that it would be interesting if, like, the player character also got to fight in the ring, in the squared circle, as people like to say. But Kitty thought it was a bad idea. And perhaps I like to listen to my wife, by the way. Call me a homosexual, but I think listening to your wife is a good idea. Anyways, moving over to the next bozo. How am I gonna do this? Okay, well, first off, make this the tiniest image in the world. I don't need you. Kendra says, I tried to find the Toxic Avenger Starfish Shuriken because of your earlier conversation, but all I can find is when he catches a man's nose in an iron and it comes out looking like taiyaki. That's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, this is good to go. Can I please just have this table again? So, I would like to introduce you to your first opponent. It actually isn't your first opponent. You can fight them in whatever order, but I strongly suggest you fighting this guy first. That may be a lie, actually. Please meet Gobruiser. Gobruiser is a big old dum-dum. And I would like to exemplify this in its fighting styles being all offense. So, Gobruiser's original fighting style. Here's what an enemy fighting style looks like. It can have up to 4 moves. This one only had 2. They come in chill and fiery modes. I will explain what that means later, if maybe. And it tells you, hey, here's the order in which this enemy does moves. The order in which the moves come out is decided during battle. Normally, when you're playing this game, player versus player. When it's player versus player, both players pick a move, what move they're gonna do, and then you reveal it, and then you check which move has higher priority, and then you go from there on. When you're playing against a computer, a CPU, you roll on that enemy's fighting style game plan. You roll a d4, and you add it to a counter. The number tells you what the enemy does. For this original game plan, Gobruiser's game plan is to go knuckle sandwich, knuckle sandwich, knuckle sandwich. Stop me if I've heard this before. A 4th knuckle sandwich, followed by rolling thunder twice, then another knuckle sandwich. That is his game plan. That is the way he likes to fight. You know, when he gets up early in the morning, he puts his non-existent pants on one leg at a time, and he asks himself, will I knuckle sandwich today? And then he does. I think we should all we should probably be inspired by Gobruiser's ability to just decide for himself what he wants to do with his life. Perhaps we should all aspire to be as certain in our spirits and determinations as him. Gobruiser, by the way, is a Bolt type Sadamon. And I would like to adapt. Imagine knowing what you want to do with your life. Congratulations, Kendra. Thanks for the quote, my dear friend. Oh my god, Kendra. Kendra says the costumes at the Ghost concert made me cry because I wondered if I should go to fashion school. Well, if you want to go to fashion school, you should first pick a name, because I feel like that's important. What the hell are you going to write in the application?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Boulder Toss. Stone Club Swing. Bull Rush. Maxi, why are you reading the moves with the cadence of Spider-Man in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 Clash of Superheroes? Why am I doing it like that? Showtime. Fuck you, don't ask, they, them. That's pretty good, actually. That's actually pretty good. You should do that. Kendra, the next time I ask you for your name, you should tell me that. Honestly, I would deserve that. Now, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so we're gonna this fighting style is Rolling Thunder. That's right, Rolling Thunder. What if I drop the name list? I love that, like, you talk about the name list like you're gonna drop like the album of the decade. Like you're gonna drop the name list and like Kendrick Lamar is gonna have to say something about it. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Kendrick was like this? If Kendrick Lamar had something to say about your name, that would be incredible. He would have something to say about Kendra's name. Rolling Thunder. Oh yeah, I forgot to also tell you about Resistance as well. We'll get there. Let's just kind of grab you here. It is defense. Is there a better way to put this in here? What if I added a table instead of a table? I mean, like, I feel like I've lost control of my life. This seems like a pretty convenient way to just do it. Defense. Ah, crap, it should be 4 now that I think about it. Yo, hi Naomia, good morning. How you doing, nerd?
Hey, boy.
All right. Excuse me, I would like a table, please. Give me 4 by 2. I'm sleepy, says Nomia. Hello, sleepy. I guess I probably would want the chill style to be in there first, huh? Can you please get a cold emoji, please, computer? Thank you. Chill style. This is chill style, and it's also a crush plus bolt style. And may I please have a high voltage emoji at the start of this? Thank you very much. And as for the actual stats, it's defense, evasion, recovery, and speedo. Now, if you're like, Maxi, I have a question for you, Maxi, and I'm like, go absolutely right ahead. Maxi, you're a fighting games girly. Is it true that they make fighting games about everything? It's true. It's true. In my research, I found myself once again refamiliarizing myself with fighting games of all walks of life. I think primarily I was watching videos with Kitty, and every time the Dengeki Bunka fighting climax game would come out, Kitty would be like, "Oh yeah, that's they put Saya from Song of Saya in a goddamn fighting game, huh? And Jizuo from Durarara. That's right, there's a fighting game filled with light novel characters, such as Asuka from Sword Art Online. Now, that's not actually as weird as that's actually not as weird actually as one of the latest fighting games that just came out. It's crazy. Nobody knows about this because nobody here actually knows, but they made a fighting game based on this interesting franchise. I never heard of this. Have you all heard of this? I believe that is Hunter Han. It must be an L. Haleb? Hunter Haleb? Yeah. This came out recently. It's crazy. They legitimately made a fighting game about this. What is it called again? Hunter Haleb? Hunter Haleb? Oh, there's an X in there. I believe it is Hunter X Haleb. Yeah, and it's out. It's crazy. Next, is this game good? No, it's not. It actually is not good. This game's got issues, but you know what? You know, they made a game. Good for them. Maxi, was this bit entirely just for Nomia? No. I figured Chippy would also appreciate learning about the Hunter x Hunter fighting game. Can I please get this table? Can I get this table to have like better column arrangement, please? Could you imagine if this was like the what Nomia needed to get into fighting games? Was there to be a Hunter x Hunter fighting game? I wasn't listening. I just got back. I had to talk to Mama. Don't worry about it, Nomia. They didn't release no. This is just, you know, just fighting game news. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't get excited. So if the general rating for this is gonna be a D, it's gonna be a D on all rankings, then it should be D on everything except for, is my son in it? I actually don't know. I assume not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I assume your son is not in this game. I would assume they didn't actually put your son in here. One, because your character is in one episode of the manga. Nope. Do you even know who all these people are? I have no idea who they are. They put the one for lesbians though. All the lesbians I know love this guy. He's in several episodes of the manga. Yeah, okay, well. He's in several, like Bisky. Who the hell is Bisky? Is this Bisky? This is Mario M. This reminds me of a character design. That's right. It reminds me of Trunks from Dragon Ball. No, it's clearly Cell, by the way. She's the blonde pigtail girl. Bisky. I thought you said Blue Sky in a funny way. Yeah, there's Blisky. They put Blisky in the game. That's Bisky. Does she get big? Is that her thing? She's little, but she becomes big. Is that her thing? She becomes big girl? I mean, like, you know, I respect the big girl, you know? Computer, may I please have these altered so that they look better? Thank you. I was actually typing a different message and got distracted by Bisky, so I turned it into Bisky. I see. Her true form is muscles, but she wanted to be small so much her willpower granted her wish. I like that Prism just knows. I like that Prism is like, Prism adjusts glasses. Actually, I've been a Hunter x Hunter historian. That's fun. I love the idea that your Nen can do anything. If you have enough willpower, you can do anything, and I respect that. Rolling Thunder. Let's make your defense be D. Oh, can we please, for the love of God, get better letters here? That looks. Oh, this font looks so good, fellas. D. D minus. There you go. Let's make it minus on evasion and speed. When you say that she's an old woman, how old? What, like 22? I love it when in anime when they're like, oh my god, that person's old, and then they're like, dude, I'm 19. Minus? Yeah. Oh my god. She's in her 40s, dude. Good for her. Kendra hears the word minus and thinks of Godzilla -1. I mean, I respect that. The guy who ate her hair said her age. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are we just gonna walk past that? No way she's older than 40. You need to watch it? Okay, fine. After Kitty and I watch Peacemaker, we will watch Godzilla -1. I misread your comment. Kendra said in chat, "You're depriving yourself of one of the greatest monster movies / anti-war / post-war Japan dramas ever." I thought it said, "You're depriving yourself of one of the greatest monster movies / anti-war / pro-war movies of all time," and I was confused. Nomiya says, "What?" Nomiya says, "Maxi is reading my message again. I love dyslexia. No way it's older than 40. Is that not what I said?" Prism said 40. Kendra says they didn't list the age. Prism says the guy who ate her hair said her age. And Nomiya's like, "No way. No, it's way old. Oh, it's way older than 40. Oh. Hi there, my name is Maxi. I'm 16 years old and I never learned how to read." No, this is fair. I deserve this. That picture of the guy from Tangled with all the knives around him. I'm like, no, I deserve this. Yeah. Do I need anything else? I don't think I need anything else here. So what? It's just the game plan from here on, Maxi? So I did redesign Rolling Thunder yesterday. Let me go find it and see if it's good. Is that Rolling Thunder good? Oh man, sorry. I designed this graphic view for what the moves will look like in the game. Oh, it looks so good, brother. If I can actually like get you to like the image. Oh, this visual design looks so good. It's so clean. Nomiya says in chat, "I love how your dyslexia always swaps the two words that are guaranteed to change the meaning of the sentence / genuine." Aw, you're so sweet. But also, like, it isn't that my dyslexia only swaps the letters that make the words that make it change meaning. Is that my dyslexia is on at all times. And most of the time, it doesn't really change anything. It's honestly impressive. Okay now. Okay now. Especially in my comments. Have you considered that perhaps there's something about your... Could there be something about Nomiya's syntax that activates my dyslexia? Nomiya, have you considered typing in a dyslexia-friendly font? I'm normal. I'm typing normal. Is the music still on? It is. It's the baddest from League of Legends. Love that. I would if I could, but it's just no good. Where's that from? But there's two perfect girls for me. All right, Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Joy. Oh, Joy. A one-woman man's what I wanna be, but there's two perfect girls for me. Thank you for activating. That I believe that is two perfect girls. Brock's song from the Pokemon to Johto's music CD, where all the voice actors sang songs for their characters. It is a song about how Brock from Pokemon, two perfect girls. It's a song about how he loves cheating. That's from Pokemon. Yeah, there you go. It's one of 5 songs featured in the Pokemon Karaoke-mon. Excuse me? There's a karaoke machine? It is sung by Brock's voice actor, Eric Stewart, and it's a love song about Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy. He loves to cheat. He's like, there's one woman, oh no, which one do I choose? And then he's like, but there's so many women. I love women. A one-woman's man's what I want to be. Stay by her side so faithfully. I would if I could, but it's just no good, because they're too, yeah. That is the trigger, by the way. We have the Spanish version. We also did have a Spanish version, yes. That's from Pokemon? It is. It is unofficial. It also appeared in in Totally Pokemon, the second music CD, which came with the Pokemon Johto theme and also the Pokemon GS rap. 2 perfect girls. I'm gonna be honest with you. Quick ranking of the songs on this CD. Pokemon Johto, great. Cry every time. Pokemon Pikachu, I Choose You, sucks. All We Wanna Do, sucks. The Game, sucks. He Drives Me Crazy, sucks. Yumi and Pokemon, goated. Biggest Part of My Life, sucks. Do You Really Wanna Play, sucks. Song of Jigglypuff, sucks really bad. 2 Perfect Girls, iconic, legendary. Never Too Far From Home, I literally have no recollection of what this song is, so it probably sucks. The Poké Rap GS, good. The rest of these are karaoke versions, so I'm gonna give them a they suck unless they don't suck. Oh my god, yes! Prism says that reminds me of the 4 kids having the VAs badly sing the American national anthem with the anime character voices. It's so good. Yeah. No, freaking no. Nomiya is so poly-coded. Nomiya says, maybe Brock should just be open and honest and communicate with his partner about his needs. Bold of you to assume that he's actually dating any of these women. The crux of the song is that he doesn't know which girl to even date because there's too many hot girls. This can't go on, enough is enough. I gotta pick one no matter how tough. It's time for the eeny meeny miny mo, but wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. Literally in the music video, he's about to pick a girl, and then they show like all the other girls, and he's like, holy crap. Like I think, by the way, hi Kitty, hi love you. Like, you're all giving him way too much credit, saying that like, oh well, clearly Brock should talk to Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy and figure out an arrangement that works for the 3 of them, as though he's actually fucking gonna date them, as though they're not gonna dump him in the goddamn trash. I have a controversial statement, says Juliana. Now, Juliana, let's not say things we can't take back. I love the Spanish Latin American version of the Pokemon OPs. The American ones are also good. It isn't a slam dunk like for instance the Latin American openings for Dragon Ball, iconic, amazing, beautiful, incredible. But the English ones, dude, it's a fucking pittance, man. Rock the Dragon is an insult to art itself. Alright. Men cannot possibly talk to a girl they like. It makes them look like an idiot. It's so true! The English Sailor Moon OP is so good. I disagree, Maxi. No. I mean, legitimately, like, the Pokemon Johto opening is good. I mean, like, we can start there. We can start there. There. Look at how much progress we made. Read, not a lot. It's fine. It's fine. I should probably just use this layout. Why am I not using this layout? There's an English Precure. For the longest time, I thought Precure was... Oh, what is it called? Tamajo Shoujo? No. Oh my god. What is the name of that? Whatever. Whatever. We don't have time to go down this rabbit hole. Shugochara? No. No. The one with the witches? Yeah, it's it Doremi? No. Was it Doremi? Ojamajo Doremi. Thank you. Ojamajo Doremi came out in Mexico, and for the longest time I thought this was Precure. I thought Ojamajo Doremi was Precure for the longest time. What is it called? Ojamajo Doremi in Mexico. It was called Magical Doremi? No way. It was called Magical Doremi. Magical? Magia? I don't know. We dubbed 100 episodes in Mexico? No freaking way. Sorry, I'm getting lost now with Magical Doremi. We really did call it Magical Doremi? It would be Doremi Magical, but or Mágico. Is that really the title that we picked? Doesn't really make sense to me, but a lot of things don't make sense. For instance, Baby Fight. Kitty, I was telling chat about how I thought that it would be funny if you could fight Sadamon. But then you told me no. And then Chad was like, oh, these are so cute. I should be... Yeah, Kendra specifically said I should be allowed to punch a child. And I thought it was weird because we weren't talking about children at the moment, but you know, Kendra's wild like that. Yeah, it's baby. I fucking hate this card. I hate this card. I hate the idea that it's 3 babies. What are 3 babies gonna do against Reshiram and freaking Sekrom, man? What are these 3? Okay, you know what? Tag team card legendaries. Why do you hate babies? I think it's a dumb card. I think the mental image of multiple babies fighting together is dumb. Okay. So who do you think is gonna win? Okay. What did I miss? What therapy? I'm an obnoxious, notorious baby hater. Who would win? 3 babies or literally 2 dragons? Okay. Who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think is gonna win? 2 dragons that breathe fire, or 3 babies, 3 infants, 3 children, 3. Which is the one that bounces eternally? Alright. Technically, Maxi Charizard isn't a dragon-type Pokemon. He's a dragon! That's it. I'm using my my eject button to get out of this conversation. It's 1:30. Spoink is the one that has to keep bouncing or it dies. Yes, Juliana is correct. I see Nomi is trying to bait me, but I'm gonna do poke to get away from that. All right, fellas, the timer went off a while back. Let me go close the timer because we're basically done. I am going to take a second and stretch. And while I do that, I would like to kindly request that you please leave a like on this stream. It helps a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like to support me monetarily, please consider doing so by going to coffee.com/mkirin. All donations are very much appreciated. There is some nonsense happening on Itch.io. If you would like to support me monetarily, please buy my books and my games. Please check them out over at mkirin.itch.io. Thank you. Let me get up and stretch. Okay. So what's left for today? I would like to at least do some of the groundwork on Go Bruiser. I know, Maxi, you said we were gonna do the demo today. Yeah, but it took me way too long to get going today. It's fine. Movement perks, self buffing, and zone control is like your identity, isn't it? It's like your whole identity, isn't it? Where did I leave that? There, I left it. There you go. Help, this dog will not stop barking. Excuse me? Nomia says, I know Spoink lore. You think I don't know Spoink lore? That's pretty good, actually. You know what, Nomia, congratulations. Welcome to being quoted, son. GN. Dude, no way! Toei has full episodes of Los Caballeros del Zodiaco. Dude, no way. Caballeros del Zodiaco. That's Knights of the Zodiac, also known as Saint Seiya. Now, fellas, let's be honest. The Spanish opening for Saint Seiya is kind of ass. The Japanese opening is the best. Saint Seiya is fucking gold. Reboot of Speed, but it is just Spoink. He's getting tired. That's so funny. Kendra, that's the funniest shit you have said all day. Maxi, you can't quote everything Kendra says. Fucking watch me. Kendra, that's really good. I'm gonna have a hard time when I have to, like, edit all of Kendra's quotes when they change their name, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to open the document, and I'm gonna have to do a control search for Kendra and just change it to, I'm the Joker, baby. I'm the Joker, baby. Kitty saw my picture. Kitty, did I look like the Joker? You're not gonna enjoy this answer. Nomia says, Igglybuff being unable to stop bouncing is kinda nightmare fuel. I hereby would like to announce that Sadamon will not have really nonsensical entries like that. Just Goth, Twink Joker, got him! Twink Joker, I'm the Joker, baby. You know, Kendra, your opener should be like, you see a hottie at the bar, you walk up to them and you go, hey, I'm the Joker, baby. I'm calling Alice? Go ask Alice? What, are you 10 feet tall? That's a very Ronnie joke, actually. I felt it. I felt it coming through my bones. I was like, the spirit of Ronnie entered my body, and I blacked out. I forgot, Juliana, is your first name Alice? You felt it what?
This is why I don't respect streamers.
Alright. Am I gonna spend 2 seconds? Okay. No, it's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna accept defeat, and I'll work on this more later. By the way, I'm really happy with this meme, by the way. It's like, why isn't there blocking on the list of fighting game moves? This is why. Alice is good. Do you want me to call you Alice or Juliana? You're like, oh, I don't want it to be a hassle. I'm like, calling people by their preferred name is not a hassle. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Blocking is for losers, by the way. And pairing is for losers with weird eyebrows. Alice or Cappy? Alice it is. Alice. Yeah, spoilers, my name isn't Kitty. Dude, could you... Sure, I didn't know that. I didn't know your name wasn't Kitty. I knew Kitty for so many years, and then someone was like, hey, have you seen insert Kitty's real name? And then I'm like... Who? Kendra says, me taking a deep breath, y'all, I have to confess my name isn't Kitty either. Anyways, dailies, fellas. Welcome to Dailies, a segment of the stream where we do a games that can only be done today. Because it's the only way I can feel anything anymore. Thank you, uBlock Origin, for making websites more usable. Imagine if Kitty was real. Dude, I wish I were real. Welcome to Quirtle, where we do 4 Wordles at once, because it's the only way I can feel anything anymore. There's the line. We open with Rogue, Satin, and then Blimp. S-U-I-M-N. That's right, it's Cumin. Maxi, have you heard the song Kiss a Kitty by Chew? No. No, I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I mean, like, I listen to a bunch of stuff. Is this Algae? No, it's an N at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have the keys to the keys to the kingdom here and here, by the way. Glean? It must be Glean. All right.
Bingo!
I believe Chu wrote a song about you kissing me. Is that true? Is that true? Who the hell gave Chu permission? Just because she goes pika pika and then Chu, that gives her no right. It's a song about a lesbian and kissing a kitty? Oh, it is about me and my wife. Wow. By the way, my wife and I are celebrating our anniversary tomorrow. 7 years of Mirage. Longer than some of you have been alive. That's right. Freaking out yourselves in chat. Come on. Is there a 7-year-old watching this video right now? Thank you, Dale. Point goes to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Noggin. And up here is gonna be like Reese or Reeve. Rever, Relieve, Revier, Review, Starlight? What's the guess here? What's the guess? A G, and it's not the beginning. Unless it's something ing, but it's not I though. We already scouted I. It's also unknown an A. Agony, it can cut like a knife. That's right. Maxi, I can't believe you're a musical nerd. Actually, for our anniversary, we're gonna go watch Sweeney Todd. And so we know the E is at the end. So I'm gonna have to assume that because no other letter has come up, it must be a double vowel, or perhaps a weird combo consonant. So it's probably an R here. Oh, there could be no, that's actually really weird. Perhaps double consonant E, so RE goes here. So what is this though? Tigre? Tristes tigres tragando trigo en un trigal? Maxi, you freaking botched that tongue twister, Maxi. Yes, I did. Tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un trigal. Okay, I'm helping Maxi now. I like Nomia being like Kendra. K-pop later. Dailies now. What is this? There's no Y in there. I must assume it's either, because it could be double consonant. No, it can't be double consonant. It must be XE, XRE. Cre? Dre? Pedre? Wedre? Where? So what is at the end? Fre? Dre? It can't be crep. Shut up. It is not crep. And actually, I should have known because the E can't go in position 3, actually. Derail? No. Ferre? Ferrero Rocher? Rochelle, a young woman's erotic journey from Milan to Minsk. Maxi, you're old. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. My wife does. Got him. I am kind of choking here, and we're about to die. Well, unless it could be CH. Yeah, but then what? Like Kri? Free. Kendra's favorite anime about gay boys. I free? No see. I'm looking at the combinations we have here. It's not where. It can't be where because the E doesn't go in position 3. Where feels like the way to go though. Although perhaps a scout. Let's scout where. The R doesn't go there? What? Okay, so it has got to be the R goes here then. So it must be. It's not Verde. It's not Verde. So it must be Erde. Is it Verde? Shut up! It can't be Verde. Verde is Spanish for green, by the way. Verde, Werde. So it's this. Irk, Dirk, Derv, Nerve, Merde. It was not. It was verb. We were not gonna get to verb. You know what? Just take the loss, buddy. Just take the loss, okay? Just take the loss.
This is why I don't respect streamers.
It was verb. Welcome to Guess the Game, where we guess the game by guessing the game. This is a goddamn PS1 game. This is a PS1 game. This is a bird's eye view. This is the outside of a building. You're in the overworld in this game. What the fuck is a verb? I know what this is, says Ronnie. Okay. This is in PS1. Oh, okay, then what is it? Me sitting here crossing my arms? Okay, what is it then? Excavation of Hobbs Barrow? I'm afraid to say that Hobbs Barrow is not on here, fellas. It is not on here. This is all the texture warping here is so bad. Although there is an awful amount of sharpness here. It could be captured on an emulator. Give me one skip. Okay, it's a point-and-click adventure game. It's a point-and-click adventure game. This is pre-rendered, but it wouldn't look like this in the middle of gameplay. 82% score on Metacritic. It's a point-and-click adventure game. This almost looks like, it looks so broken up, like it's a platformer. It's a platformer. This looks like a platformer. Like you're moving around in the overworld. This is tile-based. King's Quest. This could be a King's Quest, actually. This could be a King's Quest. Let's go with King's Quest. It's fucking by the way, oh shit! What does this say up here? It's crazy. I must be taking my being correct pills because it looks like it's a PS1 game. It's Breath of Fire, by the way. It's Breath of Fire, by the way. No, Ronnie, you're good. I'm mad at Kendra. Kendra was like, that's not PS1. It's Breath of Fire 4. It's not Breath of Fire. Oh, wait. Is this what's the game where you can recruit like 100 guys? They remade it recently. What is it called? It's Send Something. K something, not K truck. What is it called? It's the game where you recruit a bunch of people. Send dudes. Yeah, send dudes. What is it called? It's not Sengoku. I know it has the word Sen in it because it's supposed to be 100 warriors. I'm not gonna get there. Oh, what is it called? Ah, it's killing me. President no Sentaku. Absolutely. That's the one for sure. Sen is 1000. Whatever. You get it. You get it. Hikoden. Hirensen Den. Oh my god. I don't want to open a new tab to Google the name. Kikoden? Keikoden? Suikoden! Thank you! Thank you, the best wife in the whole world! Suikoden 1? It's Suikoden 2, okay. I would like to give this. I would like to thank my wife for this award. The way that I knew it was fucking PS1, and no one fucking believed me. And then I'm like, this is pre-rendered, baby. That's a battle background. My wife is the fucking best, man. Don't you wish your wife had a mind link like me? Oh yeah, this is actually me and Kirin on our way to get boba, and that's me getting hit by the boba. Welcome to Bokadoku, where we list Sudoku backwards with its Pokemon. Hello everyone, how you doing today? The categories today are Alola, no evolution line, can learn Psychic, Dual type, can learn Flamethrower, and Monotype. It is in fact. I'm considering memorizing that song just so that I can bring it out. A dual type Alolan Pokemon. Have you considered literally every freaking Pokemon? Any of the Tapu Lelas? Hit me with the Tapu Koko, please. TJ-san? That's funny. I like that. I like that. I should watch that clip. An Alolan Pokemon that can learn Flamethrower. Salazzle? Salazzle seems like it has a mouth. It can probably breathe fire. Wait. Which of the Ultra Beasts is fire type? I'm trying to think, and I can't think of a... Put my son somewhere. I thought the psychic was on the line with Alola. That's why I was saving your boy for that. But I'll put him here. Raichu Alola. Blacephalon is fire. Thank you. Blazefaloon. Guys, what was the name of the Blacephalon in our TTRPG campaign that we ran? No, the origami one is Steel, I believe, which is funny. Alolan Pokemon that is Monotype. Monotype? Oh, a bug! Name Maxi, Maxi, for a penny, name a bug. It was Blingo! Togedemaru? Well, now I can't say Togedemaru. Now I can't say Togedemaru because someone gave me an answer already. What about? Must originate from this region. What's the name of the bug? What is the one that comes from before Charge-a-Bug? What's the one before Charge-a-Bug? I can't remember. Grubbin! Love Grubbin. A dual type with no evolutionary line? Brother, that's a Drampa. No, Grubbin is just bug. See, when he becomes Charge-a-Bug, he becomes electric. Grubbin has no electrical charge running through him. Oh, I haven't actually gotten to show this to Nomiya. Hey, Nomiya, do you notice something unusual with my computer, by the way? I may or may not have gotten my hands on a delightful little upgrade. Big shoutouts to Ronnie for pointing that out, by the way. No, it looks normal. Ah, okay. Just want to make sure that everything was okay. I used to pick new curses as a kid and probably gave my computer 10,000 viruses. I don't know how you would do that, but... no evolutionary line, but it can do flamethrower. Literally any legendary fire Pokemon, like Reshiram. Can learn flamethrower and psychic. Well, if only there was a Pokemon that could learn anything. Monotype with no evolutionary line. The saddest man that there's ever been. For a penny, name a Pokemon that has no family and loved ones. Taurus. It's monotype and has, you know what? Miltank. A monotype Pokemon that can learn Psychic. You mean like any... Name a Psychic Pokemon? Okay. Okay, I'll name a Psychic Pokemon. Okay, Abra. Actually, Abracadabra? Could this possibly be a Lady Gaga reference? Welcome to GameDoll.WTF, where we GameDoll and then WTF a little bit. Can I guess games by guessing games? Abra no Nana? Kadabra? Can I guess the game by looking at the game cover? This is Hyperlight Drifter? Well, that was fun to play. That was a fun little mini game to play. Can I guess the game by looking at the artwork? There's a game with giant robots in it. Oh, it almost looks like the Labo, though. It almost looks like the Nintendo Labo. It is not the Nintendo Labo. It's DSM. No, these are not cunty enough to be DSM. A game with giant robots. Something steel? Severed Steel. No. I'm looking for... something about like Rising. Omega Boost? It's probably Omega Boost, actually. It's not. Metal Bashing Combots? They are called what? You will not. This is not. Okay, so this is not Armored Core, because in Armored Core they're called standing tanks or Vansers. So they're not that. Combots is a word. Hot Combat Summer. So this is an old ass video game. This could be Supreme Commander. Oh, it's a... what the fuck is this? This is not Battletech or Battle Mech. Super Robot Wars? No way. This is American. Yeah. There's 100% American designed robots. No one else would call them combots. Give me one skip. Oh, take tactical metal mashing combots. Take tactical battle to entirely new levels. This is a fighting game. A fighting game with robots in it from back in the day. It's gonna be like robot. It's gonna be like mecha. It's not Mech Assault. It's not Mech Assault. Is it Nomia asks, is combat supposed to sound like combat? Yeah, robots for combat. Combots. It's not Mech Warrior. No, this looks like an RTS, though. It sounds like communist robots. It sounds like something else, alright. It's strategy and combots. Please stop calling it that. This is a goddamn RTS. Give me one last more. I don't know what this is. Metal Fatigue lets you build and command behemoth combots, armed with parts like sonar legs, jetpack torsos, and Gatling gun arms. I think it's Metal Fatigue, fellas. When someone takes away my combat, thank you. Metal Fatigue, huh? It's what you will feel once you're done with these combots. Can I guess the character by just looking at their sleeve? That's the imp from Demon's Quest. What is his name? Is it just called Imp? No, what is his name? Oh my god, what is his name? Is the demon from Demon's Quest? Dude, what is your name? Oh my god, it's the demon from Demon's Quest. I know who you are. Just take me to the last guess so I can just say... It's not? It's something Crest. No? Quest? No? I know who you are. Wait. Search by game enabled? Okay. Isn't it Demon's Crest? Wait. It's the art from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I should have just been doing that. No? I like this segment because none of us know the name of any characters. Yeah, this is fair. Amingo is not from Marvel. Shut the hell up. Amingo belongs to everyone. Capcom? No? Your game is called Demon. You know what? I'll just take the L on this. It was... Oh, which franchise? Well, it's Demon's Demon Crest? Am I taking crazy pills? Marvel vs. Capcom? No? I thought I knew what game you're from. I thought I knew what game you were from. You're a monster and a demon of another gender. Yeah. You're the guy from Demon's Crest. Devil's Crest? No, Crest would still show up here. It's not Quest. It's not Gargoyle's Quest. I wouldn't know. You know what? I give up. Oh, sorry. Oh, this answer is fucked up, by the way. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my god. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Demon. I'm so pissed. I am so fucking pissed, man. That is not that guy. That's Firebrand. That is Firebrand from Demon's Quest. I'm so pissed right now. It's like it's just a demon. It's Firebrand. Mother, I'm so pissed. That's him, brother. That's Firebrand. That's the same guy. But they're like, actually, it's an enemy. Excuse me? He's from Gargoyle's Quest. Okay, well that's different. I'm gonna add Mr. Game though. He cannot get away with this. Anyways, can I guess a game based on keywords? Gold, humor, swamp, and dud brush. That is Monkey Island. You think I wouldn't recognize Dud Brush? Guybrush Threepwood? You think I wouldn't recognize him? You think I wouldn't recognize the little jingle? You think I wouldn't know it? And now can I guess the game by guessing the game, fellas? Welcome to Guessing the Game. My wife is here, so I will open with Nier Replicant. It's not a it's not an RPG. It was a point and click, yeah. You could pull chat for horny team saves. Did you say horny? Kendra, what? Oh, horny team names. That's still bad. Anyways, it's a game not on the PS3. Not Squeenix. It's probably an open world game after 2010. Open world game after 2010. They also says Forza Horizon. It's a game after 2012. It is a first-person open world game. The Witcher 3? Does The Witcher really count as open world? Let's put The Witcher 3. Okay, it is a science fiction or drama game that is first person, by the way. A science fiction, not open world, not fantasy, first person. Oh, and it's not single player. Okay, so it's a scary science fiction game. What is the name of that? I mean, I guess I could call it science fiction, though. I mean, like, I guess. What's the name of that game? Lethal Company. It is first person. It is science fiction. It is not indie. It is on Windows. It is not a roguelike. It's not Repo. There's no way it's Repo. It's not indie. It's not indie. It's not Roblox. No way. I must assume that it's a multiplayer only game. After 2023, oh, this is gonna suck. A science fiction first person game. It must be horror. It must be what? Adventure? A recent science fiction game. Dude, I wish I knew any. Let's try to nail down other factors. By the way, it's not indie, so it could be Ubisoft. It's not Bandai. X-Defiant? Oh, it's taking a second to load. That's not a good sign. My stream is up. Is GameDull.wtf down? Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is unfortunately third person. Y'all seeing this? Let's try a good old refresher, by the way. Is GameDull.wtf down? Is this site down? Let's go to GameDull.wtf. There isn't an. We don't have enough. It is up. Okay. It's just me. Okay, it's just me apparently. I guessed X-Defiant and it broke. I am legitimately... Okay, wait, hold up. I'm out. I'm in. I'm back in. Perfect. Okay, let's try X-Defiant again. It is. It's a shooter. It is a current gen shooter game. A science fiction inspired shooter game. Give me a hint because I literally don't know. 107 games. Wait, I should know this. 107 2025. It came out this year. Oh, brother. A first person science fiction shooting game. A first person science fiction shooting game from this year on current consoles. Is it Marathon? It's not Marathon. Oh, Maxi. Yes, Ronnie? That cringy game. Which one? There's an awful lot of those. That is unfortunately Marathon. And it's not out, unfortunately. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, Splitgate. Oh. Splitgate 2? It was. Oh, that was the guy. Oh my god. Yo, point goes to Ronnie, by the way. Wow, this looks. Does this look AI to anyone else? Anyways, yeah, Ronnie's right. The developer for this did a presentation, and he came out with a hat that read "Make Halo Great Again," which is always a great vibe. Nonetheless. What is a week of pirate games? How many are there? How many games? 24 games about pirates. Let's try to bum rush through this and then call it a day, by the way. So this is Steam World Heist, by the way. Games about pirates, by the way. I guess space pirates count. What the hell is this? That rendering almost looks like balloons. Is it Shantae? I don't think that's Shantae. It is not Shantae. This is a child. This is a child. Oh my god. I'm already gonna have to use my no. It's it is Sack and Wiki, the quest for Barbarossa's treasure. This is the spiritual successor to Billy Hatcher. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. This is Sid Meier's Pirates. Sid Meier's Pirates, by the way. It's not? What is it? Is this what is the name of the game about running a small tropical island where you're a piece of shit? What's it called? Tropico! Pirates Cove! Oh, Skull and Bones? Oh my god. Easy. What the hell is this? Arc? It clearly ends with RK at the it's RK at the end. But what could it be? Lost Ark? The MMO has pirates in it? I mean, I guess if an MMO runs for long enough. I'm pretty sure that is Mr. One Piece himself. Let's go with Pirate Warriors 4. The rendering looks really good. Nope, it's Pirate Warriors 1. I believe that is Mr. One Piece himself. This is... What is the other pirate game that is not Skull and Bones? Isn't it like... No. Skullgirls. There you go. No. What is the other game? The other pirate game that is not Skull and Bones? That definitely helped. That really did it. If I type pirates, do you think that'll get me there? No. Give me one more skip. Sea of Thieves! Wait, no. Something... Awake? Black Wake. There you go. Wow, what an incredible cover. You did a pretty good job just overlaying that PNG over an image of a flag. This rendering style is interesting. What is this? Give me one skip, please. Could this be Secret of Monkey Island game? It's new. Okay, it's not Monkey Island. It is Monkey Island? The Escape from Monkey Island? Okay, it's a Monkey Island one. Return to Monkey Island. There we go. It is 2022. Man, I was gonna this is like a dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Thank you. I was gonna say I'm like, oh, this is Chilchuck's Revenge, by the way. Chilchuck's Revenge. There you go. And now this is... Why do I feel like I hate this? Or is this just Monkey Island? Is this just the secret of Monkey Island? Could this be the secret of... No, the curse of Monkey Island? No. Is this... Escape from Monkey Island? There we go. This is Black Flag. Don't mistype that, Maxi. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean for the PlayStation 2. Thank you. This is Skies of Arcadia. You think I wouldn't recognize her? Beautiful, amazing, incredible. The original Polycule. This is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the other Pirates game. This is Pirate Warriors 4. They really only made 1 and 4, by the way. They didn't make 3 or 2. This is the other Monkey Island. This is Monkey Island. This is the Curse of Monkey Island. There we go. This is... What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Realistic render style? Far Cry? This is not Far Cry. Is this another Pirates? No. Swashbuckler? No. What is this? Oh, this is bad. This is bad, real bad. What is the name for privateer? Privateer? No. What was the name of the people who were actually paid by the British government to be pirates? It's not Sid Meier's Pirates. We already had that. Did we? Actually, we did not. Good call, Dale, by the way. And this could be anything. This is Anno 1602. This is any kind of trading game. Greedfall? It is not Greedfall. It is Andor Landor. You're correct. Give me one more skip or we're dead. Alright, I'll use my one-time clue. It's not Age of Wonders. Port Royale 3? I skipped most of the other Royales, honestly. Is this the Pillars of Eternity game? Deadfire? It is not Deadfire. Is this an... Oh wait, it's an Assassin's Creed. I'm dumb. Assassin's Creed. Which one are you? Odyssey? Mirage? Revelations? Rogue? Syndicate? It must be Valhalla. It is not Valhalla. I like that Dale guessed Valhalla after I guessed Valhalla. Maritime Battle? What's more pirate than the pirate one? I know. Could this be... The clothing here looks... And the use of firearms? Is it Shadow? No, I don't think it's Shadow. It's not Freedom Cry, is it? Oh, is it Liberation? No way. It is not Liberation. Okay, we're about to die, by the way. I'm gonna have to guess. I'm gonna go with Ro. I'm gonna go with... Ooh. I'm gonna go with Shadows. I believe in Ronnie. It was Rogue. I should have listened to my gut. Anyways, fellas, thank you for joining me today. I would like to thank you dearly for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Please take care of yourself. Drink some water. And please leave a like. And your call to action for today is to leave a 5-star review in the comments of this video. Entertain me with your hilarity. Thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Please take care. And I will see you all next week for more work streams. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye. Beep boop.
Wonderful.